Gonna blame the chat for why I'm late. Just because I've been sitting here for the past like 5 minutes just reading the chat. Hey, you guys stop being so entertaining. Maybe I'm gonna start being on time more often, see? But hey, just sitting here reading the chat, just laughing. That's my entertainment. But hopefully I'll make up for it. I'll make up for it with maybe 2 hours of entertaining you guys. Yeah, that should be pretty fair. That should be pretty fair, right? Oh my God, fine. I know, right? Okay, fine. Since I was so late, here you go. Here's the dragon. I know what you guys actually wants to see around here. So there you go. In all of its glory, we got some nice plot and backstory on this dragon right here. Very nice. That's definitely like 11 out of 10. Would smash for sure. Oh, what's that? Yeah, reading chat. Yeah, I know. It's really weird. On occasion, streamers do that. Yeah, and I guess there's some people stop. Like DSP, I'm sure he stops after a little while, just because it's mostly just people making fun of him. And hey, I look at my chat and it's mostly people making fun of me. But that's fine. That's fine. It's all good. Oh, I see some there too. Yeah, DC Comics. Ooh, man, if they had any chance of... Well, first off, they already had no chance of survival when they decided that it was a very good idea to just go ahead and bet the whole company on Generation 5 and make it woke as fuck. And now Dan DiDio's gone as of a few hours ago. So things are going to be getting very freaking interesting right here. Things are going to be getting very interesting over at DC. I doubt they're going to be around for much longer, man. Whew. But hey, you know what? That's fine. We're going to be there. We're going to fucking be there to take all their customers cuz hey, as you guys know, we're making some Blade Devil and we got some interesting fan art. Yeah, name you've seen before, I'm sure. And previously, he drew some bugs for us. And this time around, he took to heart something I said. Like, oh yeah, you see, normally my fan artist would have looted those bugs, and he did. he decided to loot the bug. Yeah. Yep. So this is now a thing. You got that. You got the three-eyed bug queen right there with bug milk written on her tits. And yes, there are pasties there. So don't worry. Well, Band-Aids, but close enough, man. Close enough. Yeah. Blade Devil the car polish. It's coming. Dude, Blade Devil, breakfast cereal, lunchbox, flamethrower, car polish. We're going to do all of that shit, man. We're going to do all of it. Well, provided we could get big enough to. But merchandising is where all the real money is made. You guys know that. Yeah, big old bug titties. I tap that. Mm-hmm. Roji guys, what have you done? Hey, maybe you should loot one. Maybe you should do it next, man. You did pretty good with the moth. That would be a good thing to try right there. Yeah, mistakes were made. SJW approved art. Oh yeah. But then speaking of Moth-chan though, we actually did from Hancock. We got another one. Finished this nice little piece of Ashiara with Moth-chan here. What do you think? What do you think's going on? What do you think they're doing? Don't worry, they're clothed. I mean, look at that. See, she's got her spats on. Oh, there you go. Let me just open that image up on its own. There you go. You can see what's going on, and nothing too non-YouTube friendly. See, look, her little her little kimono flap or whatever is still up in front. So nothing possibly could be going on right here. Yeah, I wish this was one of those Bethesda bugs. Oh, that would have been pretty funny, man. That would have been a good one. Yeah, if Bethesda made them like that, maybe some modders. Somebody's going to mod those in right now. Somebody's going to do it. Yeah, some hot wrestling action. Fuck yeah. Doing the Yuri smash. Yeah, next step, they're going to be doing the scissoring. Yeah, that's right. They're going to be just wrestling, exactly. Yeah, they're just wrestling. They happen to just be doing it on a bed, but Where else do you wrestle when you don't have a ring? Am I right? Yeah, you always do your wrestling in the bed. It's just like that South Park episode. Remember when Butters' mom thought that her husband was cheating on her? And, she was kind of right. Yeah, she had Butters follow him around and take photos. And the best part of that whole fucking episode was just listening to Butters tell the story of what happened. Because, his dad went to watch a gay porno. And then he went to a gay sex club. And when Butters was describing what he saw, that was just like the best. Oh, don't worry, Ma, he's not cheating on you. And at first, he just went to go see a movie, and then he went and did some wrestling. He didn't do very good though. That one black guy pinned him down for like 6 hours. Yeah, that's how Butters saw it. That was the fucking best right there. Man, that's not wrestling. Yeah. Well, Butters didn't know that. Oh, that was the best part, man. Yeah, he was just wrestling with the boy. That's right. That's all Butters' dad was doing. He was just wrestling. There's nothing too weird about that. Oh, what's that? Haven't enjoyed wrestling for years. AEW was such a breath of fresh air. Well, I don't know if it's going to change your guys' opinion. I don't know if you guys care about watching the women's wrestling side of AEW, but as expected... Well, there's biology is a social construct. There's no difference between men and women. So a trans woman is now the world champion, if I remember right, in the AEW women's division. But I bet most of you guys don't watch that anyway. But hey, just so you guys know, that's what's going on. Yeah, there's only a thin line between wrestling and breastling. I don't know which one they're doing. It could be anything, man. It could be freaking anything. Yeah, kept getting pinned. Yep, that's right. Yep, just wrestling. Whew. All right. So now that that's done, let us actually wait up. I need to. All right, let's show off a little bit more here. So this one, this one little meme tweet did way better than we expected yesterday. So Ethan revealed some professional comic artist rendition of Wonder Whammons. A proposed, this isn't going to be the new 5G one as far as I know, but apparently they're floating ideas around. So this industry will soon be ours because I'm sure that's pretty obvious why the industry will soon be ours. Yeah, and see, before anyone says, oh, she's got hairy arms, no, those are allegedly tattoos. But the hoodie around the waist, the sneakers, that's Wonder Whammons right there. The lasso of truth. Meanwhile, yeah, compare the work of the professionals to a no-name Comicsgate amateur. Which one would you guys prefer, man? If you saw these on a job application, who would you go with? Now, there are a few people saying that both of them have their merits. Maybe, but I just want to say not all styles are created equal. That's something the West is going to need to learn real quick. Yeah, no one's going to stop you from drawing in whatever style you want, but if you want to be commercially successful, you're going to have to draw in the style that people want to see, you know? Yeah, Wonder Ma'am, that's right. We got Wonder Ma'am in the house. Almost threw up. Yup, Wonder Ma'am is here. So how you guys feel about the future of DC? You know, Dan DiDio leaving. Now we got Wonder Ma'am. Yeah, again, don't worry. It's apparently not real. We still have a little bit of time to see, though. We got a little bit of time. You know, for all we know, the real one may actually be worse. So I'm going to leave this on screen right now. And if you don't like it, just cover up half the screen. It'll be fine. It'll probably be okay. Probably. Maybe not. We'll find out. You know, if anybody dies, at least you can't sue me. At least there's that. So we'll be fine. We'll be perfectly fine. Hey, and Bend Over, thank you for the $10. 9 more days. Fuck yes, man. Fuck yeah, 9 more days. We're going to get to that shortly. So yeah, March 1st, Blade Devil finally launches for real. And Gun the Legend, thank you for the 10. Hey, LIG, time for some Clown World, and I would not be surprised if Bloomberg will go on to be the Dem nominee to face Trump. Well, he he's worth what, like 60 billion or something ridiculous like that. He may actually buy his way into the slot, but I don't know if he can pay them enough to completely rig the election, though. Because still, nobody's voting for him. He bought his way into the debates, but nobody likes him. Nobody's voting for that guy. Hey, you know what? Whatever. We'll see what happens. It should be an entertaining election either way. And you, Air Monk, thank you for the 2. Ready for multiple rants tonight? Here's motivation. Ooh, there's going to be some good ones. There's going to be some. Don't worry, man. NK33, thank you for the 2. What's the deal with head pats? Symbol of interlude? Well, it's almost like hand-holding. You know, that shit's going to have to be censored here soon. It's way too lewd. And Feminism is Cancer, thank you for the 2. Cute dragon girl plus lacy underwear equals win. I know. That is a true statement right there. And Crew Imagination, thank you for the 2. AEW looking mighty fine right there. Oh, yeah, the Moth Girl and Ashiara one. Ooh, that was a good one. That was a pretty good one, yeah. If only we could see that maybe in the comic one day. Maybe as a bonus, who knows. All this stuff may or may not show up. We're not going to do anything that doesn't fit too much, though. Yeah, we don't want to become nothing but a meme. I mean, we're going to be memeable, sure, but... yeah. Yes, the high quality. I know. The left one looks like background art. Oh, my God, that is so fucking true. Yeah, you guys can tell in a lot of these panels. Actually, we could probably look at one right now. So this is the finished version, or mostly finished panel of those monsters I showed off before. But yeah, you can see you got the foreground ones, and even that one there could be considered foreground. Yeah, you got all of these here. And then right there, you got this gorilla cyclops here. And then you got another one back there in the background. You can see the little difference there, can't you? Yes, that's almost what that previous pros versus amateurs image showed. Yeah, this right there is how they draw their main characters. Meanwhile, over here on Comicsgate, we draw them like this. Yeah, we take it seriously, man. We actually want to make something good. I know that's a really weird concept in current year, but yeah, we are actually trying to make good stuff. We're actually trying to make things people like. Really fucking weird, huh? And we're not just using this as a platform to shill ideology or whatever. Man. Yeah, Sai-Kong. I know, man. Outside Ricardo Santos, really hope this succeeds. Want to see it on anime? Dude, I would love to see Blade Devil in anime form. But anime is fucking expensive, so yeah, I mean, it's all up to you guys whether it succeeds or not, because it's just between us and you. There's no middlemen, no publisher, no marketing department. It's all, I'm gonna have to really up my shilling game when the campaign is on, because I am the marketing department. That's something I'm gonna have to do, man. What's that, man? Frogger has really hit rock bottom. I know he's been on some drugs, man. I mean, look at that. Yeah, he's clearly on something. And actually, this looks like a cross between Frogger and one of those piranha plants. Wow, somebody was fucking drunk that night. Is all I'm gonna say. Actually, fuck, everybody was drunk that night. Fucking everybody. Well, I know what you guys would rather look at, though. You'd rather see some titties. And here's a message, by the way, because I've been getting into this on Twitter a little bit. But anyone who tells you you can never compete with the mainstream or complaining won't accomplish anything, this second one is extra important in my opinion. Because right after the outrage mob successfully complains their way into censoring something, and then the actual fans start complaining back, then they try to gaslight them. They're like, you can't do that. Complaining's not going to accomplish anything, losers. They just don't want you winning. That's it. So anyone who says this shit to you is just trying to get you to stop fighting back and bend over. So are you guys sick of this shit too? Then school them, because in 9 days, Blade Devil launches. And look at that plot shot right there. Look at that excellent fucking plot shot. Now, I'm actually just going to post this in the chat. So if you guys, those of you who have a Twitter account, if you can spread this one around, Yeah, we could definitely use the help spreading that message around, because this shit needs to be said. Yeah, titties before monsters. Hey, I can agree with that. I can agree with that completely. So boom, look at this, man. Now this is how you art. This is how you fucking art. Mainstream industry, are you watching this? This is how you art. Okay? Like this. Nice plot shot. Got Barrel Shoda in the background and left his barrel. Oh my god, I don't know how that's going to end up. Hey, look, and there's Kaj right there. He's been showing up in a little bit more of them recently, hasn't he? Yeah. Yeah, I wonder what's going to be going on there. Yeah, so much plot. Yes. Best plot ever. Mm-hmm. Where are her organs? Like, don't you see two of them right there? There's two organs. Well, this one's covered up by the plot armor, but you could see a bit of this one, right? See? With the gem right there in the middle. Yeah, keeping things consistent, on model. Yeah, that's something that the West... See, now every once in a while, depending on how cartoony or serious we want to get, we draw a Shiara difference. That's how it works in manga, you know? But even if you count the jumps between the more cute chibi style and the more real style, our characters are still more on model than when the West tries to keep everything looking exactly the same all the time. Yeah, that's right, man. Barely contained plot. Yup. That mascot is really cute. Yeah. Yeah, look at that, man. Look at Kaj right there. See? He's totally not threatening at all. He's just a cute little bug demon thing. Now, how could you not trust that face? How could you, man? I know some of you guys probably wouldn't, but people didn't trust Kyubey either. I mean, what a completely unfounded accusation. What the hell? As if Kyubey would do anything wrong. He did exactly what he promised. He grants you your wish, and then you have to pay for it. Like, that's all it was, man. He didn't trick anybody. Alrighty. Oh my god, I'm actually way behind on shekels now. Okay, so Chengiz Khan, thank you for the 2. Strunk Gal X Big Titty Moth Yuri art. Oh, that was some good shit. Yes, definitely was. And then Hatch 450SX, thank you for the 2. RG, please have Dan Fan on for Orgasm Girl Fitz show. I'll see, man. I'll see if I could contact her, yeah. And Hatch 450SX, thank you for another 2. Malin Rant stream was fire. Hashtag Comicsgate grabbing or. Yeah, if you guys didn't see that, I highly suggest that just go to John Malin's stream. Go to him, go to his channel and watch that recording he did of his stream. You guys need to fucking see that shit. He said so many great things there, including one where the theory as to why so many people cuck out and then they start trying to distance themselves from Comicsgate is they get someone, potentially in the mainstream telling them, oh, hey, man, I'd like to work with you, but you need to tone it down a little bit. Oh, you need to denounce this group or distance yourself from this group or whatever. And I'm just thinking, you fucking kidding me? Dude, if anybody comes to me and says, oh, I'd like to work with you, but you need to tone things down a little bit, my response is going to be, bitch, if you want to work with me, you got to grow some fucking balls and deal with it. You clearly don't actually want to work with me if you show up and demand that I change before we can start working together. Because, newsflash, we don't fucking need you. We're doing this all on our own. We don't need the mainstream at all. Yeah, there may be still a little bit of money left there that we may be able to take, but why would we work for anybody else? I would much rather work on my own stuff that I'm going to own the rights to than just work myself into an early grave for somebody else and then never see a penny for it afterwards. While they could potentially make billions off of it, off of my fucking work. Man, fuck that shit. Nuh-uh, man. Yeah, we got no intention of ever letting middlemen in here anyway. Fuck it, I don't care. Now, if anybody would, quote-unquote, want to work with me, it would probably be for something like making an animation or something. But even then, If they say it's like, oh yeah, we can't work with you unless you denounce this group or you tone this down, it's like, okay, fuck you then. Because they're the ones that really stands to gain by exploiting our work. If they don't want to, I mean, that's fine, you know. I mean, if the deal was good enough, we would have been willing to work, but hey, I stand by what I said, though. If you really want to work with me, then you already know how I am. You already know what to expect. God, I just realized this is the same shit women do, actually. Yeah, they have a joke about that, where it's men marry women expecting them to stay the same, and then they're disappointed when they change. And women marry men expecting them to change and are disappointed when they stay the same. Yeah, and that's goddamn, yeah. This is how it is, yeah. Yep. And have you guys ever had a wife or girlfriend just try to change everything about you, and then once they're done, they want to leave you because you're no longer the same person they fell in love with? And that's almost what these quote-unquote business partners would be trying to do. Can't trust these fuckers, you know? Can't fucking trust them in the slightest. All right. So either way, though, I do... if you guys like what you see, mailing list is still going to be open for at least until Saturday. Yeah, we're going to launch this, well, not tomorrow Saturday, but next week Saturday. Yeah, then we're going to launch this campaign. Going to launch it Sunday, and oh man, this is going to be nice. Fucking love it. Oh, what's that? Hear about the Transformers Windblade non-traversy? Yeah, I did. And as I said on Twitter, actually, if they bend the knee and cancel that figure, then that's just the proof that the West can never compete with Japan. Because every time they release a product that could be competitive with Japan, the outrage mob rees and they bend the knee. So, okay, fine. If that's how they want to do it, then, no, they're just never going to win. And unknown existence, thank you for the 5. Wouldn't be surprised if Tencent has a bioweapons division and we're the ones who created the coronavirus. Oh, if the coronavirus was created by Tencent, you'd be able to buy vaccination DLC. Yeah, Makini90, thank you for the 2. Not enough big backstory. Yeah, there is some big backstory, but you can't see it from this angle. That's true. Yeah, I mean, you can get a nice little hint as to how big it is. I mean, you can see her shape. Look at that. Got a nice shape right there. And DCV Titan, thank you for the 5. Just watched Dragon Quest Your Story on Netflix earlier. 3D animation was mostly okay, and the story was pretty good. Had a nice little twist near the end. Well, that's always good to hear that they didn't screw something up. Hey, great. Yeah, it's always 50-50 on Netflix. And Sierra DeFlora, thank you for the 2. I'd love to see Blade Devil at my local comic shop someday. It would be nice. I mean, we're not going to stop any local comic shops from buying it if they want it, you know. It's going to be available. But for now, the price is going to be, you know, at a rate where we can still make a little bit of money off of it. Yeah. And Ron Type, thank you for the 125 Filipino pesos. Any chance you can sell it in ebook format in sites like Amazon or Kobo? You know, hardly accessible geographically. Well, we're going to have a digital version. But eventually, yeah, I mean, we want to put it on, like, Comixology, for example. That would be a good one, but I don't know what we have to do to get on there. First, I'm going to actually have to release the book, and then I guess I can have a chat with Amazon and see what we'd have to do to put it on their platform. The one thing we don't want to do, actually, is, some of the things that a few comics creators have done recently. I don't know if this is a very good move, to be honest with you, where they're still I'm not going to say who did this, but they release the books that they crowdfunded for like $20-25 for much cheaper, like very soon after the campaign ends. I'm just like, oh man, that's not good. That's not good. I'm going to have to try to avoid that. Yeah, if anything, the digital versions, if we ever release on Comixology and whatnot, may be a little bit cheaper than during the campaign, but it's not going to be like 80% cheaper or anything like that. Okay. All right, and CJ, thank you for the 10. Since you're talking about triggering later, saw a new psyche report suggesting that college whammons are the reason our culture is so screwed. The main conclusion is nobody looked at gender. Yeah, no, I say the reason our culture is so screwed is because we're trying this whole inclusivity shit. Everything has to be for everyone, and then let's just ignore the hypocrisy as we exclude everyone who disagrees with us. If we just gate-kept these fuckers out, we wouldn't be in this mess, but okay. And CJ, think of another two there. Psychology Today, gendered values in higher education. No, I can see that. I mean, school in general is more tailored towards girls than boys. Yeah, and I could see that in higher indoctrination as well. So, Zagar Yasmat, thank you for the 9 more days for Blade Devil. My Hado Limited is going to bust her. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do a nice long stream for that launch, too. Going to be inviting some guests on. I wonder who's going to show up. No fucking way I can keep going for like 12 hours, but it's going to be a fun time, I hope. I'm going to have to think of things I can do if we meet certain goals during the stream, though. I'm definitely going to have the camera set up for that, though. And Jesse, thank you for the $1. So after the thing with Persona 5 Royal, I added an NPC conversation into my game just to mock them. I know you wouldn't do something like that in Blade Devil, but the whole point of my game is to serve as social political commentary. Yeah, it all depends on the point. Yeah, that's true. I said before, I'm not above putting the occasional political shit even in Blade Devil, but only if it'll be timeless. For example, putting Orange Man bad shit in your book, no one's going to care about that 4 years from now after Trump is out of office. Or 5 years from now, rather. Yeah, no one's going to care about Orange Man bad anymore then. But if you make a point as to how insane the deranged lunatics running society right now are, that could be pretty timeless. It could be. I think, especially once people read about this great clown era, they'll understand full well where we're coming from. It'll be historically significant. And Kosong23, thank you for the 5. Let Sonic the movie steal mainstream money and let's just get rid of the Western industry. Make creativity great again. I'm trying, man. Dude, we're trying. We're working out an awesome plot to do just that. And I can think another 5. What you want to hear is I will work with you if you exaggerate this a bit more. That's right. Now you make her tits bigger and we'll consider a deal. I would be all for that. Now that's someone I'd want to work with. Inquisitor Jack, thank you for the 999. Now just swung by to say Maryland withdrew HB 1261, the massive gun ban from committee because tens of thousands of citizens called their reps and said no, praised the Omnissiah, and passed the ammunition. Oh, yeah. I think the importance of what's going on in Virginia is, it cannot be understated, because in other states, they're watching this shit. They're watching what's going on in Virginia and going, oh, man, oh shit, we better tread carefully. And Psycho 523, thank you for the 2. Blade Devil will be its own tag on hentai sites. Oh, that'll be the day. I would love to see that. And Soul Bad Guy, think of 100 rubles. Don't worry, when Corona passed, self-flagellating whites will scream that it was a U.S. conspiracy and we are to blame. China will blame everyone except themselves. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if it actually was a bio attack. Anything's possible at this point. Yeah, nobody's gonna say, we're never gonna know the truth. Let's just put it that way. Our governments might know the truth, but they're not gonna tell us. No one's gonna tell us what really happened. They're gonna concoct some fucking story and then make shit up. And Guns of Legend, thank you for another 10. It's almost like nearly all the industries in the West are narcissistic in nature, excluding CD Projekt Red, kind of acting like Western whammons. But I know that 25% are lower are becoming unicorns. By the way, I would love to come on for the Blade Devil launch. Sure, I could probably send you a link through the Discord. And Walls Noble, thank you for the 2. Tom Wolfe is thinking of doing the VA thing. Oh. That should be pretty entertaining to watch. Yeah, this is a fight we need to have, honestly. Yeah, just to make sure it doesn't turn into violence. Because that whole thing's a fucking powder keg right now. Things are getting interesting. Very much so. Oh, and CJ, thank you for the 2 again. What's that? KY? Is a Kentucky protest was better? 300 people with safeties off. Hey, and see, this is one of those things too where the cops don't want to enforce shit like this, and if they feel their lives are in danger, that'll give them justification to not do it too. Like, man, fuck that shit. I'm not putting my life on the line for this. And K33, thank you for the 2. Invite Nerdrotic to the 12-hour stream. I know who he is, but we've never spoken before, so I don't know. I don't know if he'd just jump on with some rando that he's never talked to before. And I'm not one to just send out invites to people I haven't been in communication with before, but maybe we can change that. All right, let's get to some comedy. You guys want a Clown World, especially you, Gun the Legend. You want to laugh at Clown World? Okay, fine. Let's take a look at some Clown World. Pigeons with MAGA hats glued to their heads released in Las Vegas. A group calling itself Putin, or Pigeons United to Interfere Now. This is how you meme, by the way. You turn their own bullshit against them and just make them the jokes they are. They claimed responsibility for the stunt with the MAGA hat wearing birds. So yeah, you could see the one right there walking by. But there's more. There's more than just this. So pigeons with tiny Make America Great Again hats glued to their heads were released downtown Las Vegas this week in what appears to be a sarcastic statement of loyalty to President Donald Trump and a mock protest of Nevada's coming Democratic presidential caucus. A group calling itself Putin, Pigeons United to Interfere Now, claimed responsibility for the stunt. The pigeons were set loose Tuesday, according to the group. So yeah, you could see one there. Like, you see that red thing on the pigeon's head? It's a MAGA hat. A group released a flock of them in downtown Vegas on the eve of the Democratic debate. See, this is how you meme right there. Nothing But Crap affiliate KSNV spotted at least one of the pigeons still in a hat on a downtown street Wednesday afternoon. Putin have used their pigeons to launch a one-of-a-kind aerial protest piece in response to the arrival of the current year Democratic presidential hopefuls. According to a group statement, the release date was also coordinated to serve as a gesture of support and loyalty to President Trump. Notice this pigeon in the middle isn't wearing a MAGA hat. What is that pigeon wearing, guys? What do you think that is? I don't know if you can make it up at 720 resolution, but ooh, look at that. What do you guys think it is? Because it's more than just MAGA hats. Yeah. The God Emperor of the Pigeons has something special, let's just say. Yeah, this is the high-quality IRL shit posting we need more of, yeah. Yep, that's right. It's a Trump wig. So 25 pigeons were released, 24 of them wearing hats, and one of them a Trump-style wig, the group said Thursday in an email to Nothing But Crap News. Most have returned. We expect to see the rest tonight or tomorrow, the group said. While the stunt has drawn some laughs, Mariah Hillman, who runs Lofty Hopes, a Vegas pigeon rescue organization, called the MAGA stunt animal cruelty. Well, they're trained to come back, but... Yeah, in December, the videos of 3 pigeons wearing miniature red cowboy hats went viral after they were seen in the Las Vegas streets. It started here with the press making fun of it. The police didn't do anything about it, and now it's grown into this. So when is it going to stop, and who's going to do something about it? Hillman said Thursday. I don't know if you guys have ever lived in a big city, but pigeons are a pest animal more often than not. And a lot of places routinely exterminate them. Maybe that's why they picked things like pigeons. So Hillman and her volunteers are setting up traps in hope of removing the pigeons' hats before rehabilitating and releasing the birds. And then they're going to probably do what they were trained to do and just fly straight back to the group that released them. But yes, Trump himself in pigeon form has been spotted in Las Vegas, apparently. And yeah, look at his MAGA hat wearing thugs right there. Now, does a more gangsta photo exist than this? Absolutely perfect, man. Now, this is some well-played trolling and shit posting. We do, in fact, need more of this. Okay. And, yeah, I believe, oh my God, I may be caught up pretty well still. That would be good. All right, so, where was I? Oh, Family F6, thank you for the 2. Howdy, RGE, still here, just saving money, kinda. Well, yeah, kinda. Well, minus $2 at least. So, yeah, thank you for that, man. Much appreciated. And could you actually refresh, please? I mean, I clicked the button. I mean, please. And Sonic 15, thank you for the 2. Lol, at MAGA hat pigeons shitting on leftist heads. Yeah, now that's something I can't wait to see. And for whatever reason, oh my God, I hope I don't miss any more super chats because some of these aren't showing up in the list. What the hell, man? I hope I didn't just get, like, banned from YouTube live on stream. That would be kind of tragic, man, especially right now. What the hell is up with this? What the hell? Yeah, that freaking thing, your freaking super chat still not showing up in the list, man. Sonic15, I don't know what you did. But YouTube doesn't like it for some reason. What the hell is wrong with this thing? Hopefully it'll work itself out. So let's get back to laughing at people that I believe really deserve to be laughed at right now. Forcing us to get consent before selling browser histories violates our free speech, US ISPs claim. That's right. They believe it's a free speech issue that they aren't just allowed to sell all of your fucking information. Whew, this is America, man. This is America right here. So the U.S. state of Maine is violating internet broadband providers' free speech by forcing them to ask for their customers' permission to sell their browser history, according to a new lawsuit. Yeah, so imagine if you had your ex's sex tapes, and it was a violation of your free speech if you had to ask for their permission before just putting them on the internet. Yeah, these companies are really reaching up their asses. The case was brought this month by 4 telco industry groups in response to a new state-level law aimed at providing Maine residents with privacy protections killed at the federal level by the FCC just days before they were due to take effect. The ACA Connect, CTIA, NCTA, and U.S. Telecom are collectively suing Maine's Attorney General Aaron Frey and the chair of the Commissioners of Maine's Public Utilities Commission, claiming the statute passed in June of current year -1 imposes unprecedented and unduly burdensome restrictions on ISPs and only ISPs' protected speech. So what's their actual argument? So how so? Because it includes restrictions on how ISPs communicate with their own customers that are not remotely tailored to protecting consumer privacy. Really? Now, what does this have to do with how they communicate? It's just a matter of, oh, hey, we want to sell your data. Is that okay? I know websites basically ask you that with a EULA. You guys could probably just get away with adding it in the contract. When you sign up for internet service, the contract says, yeah, we'll fucking sell your browser history. This, by the way, is why you use VPNs. Because if you use VPNs, they can't fucking spy on you like this. Unless you get into your computer itself. The lawsuit even explains that there is a proper way to protect consumer privacy, and that's the way the FCC does it, through technology neutral uniform regulation, though that regulation is actually the lack of regulation. Yeah, you know what? We know what else solves this problem? Fucking lawsuits. If you're still having a hard time understanding how requiring companies to get their customers' permission before they sell their personal data infringes on the First Amendment, the lawsuit has more details. It requires ISPs to secure opt-in consent from their customers before using information that is not sensitive in nature or even personally identifying. Prove it. It imposes an opt-out consent obligation on using data that are, by definition, not customer personal information. It limits ISPs from advertising or marketing non-communications-related services to their customers. Wait. How would that happen? Unless you were marketing services that farm their data. And it prohibits ISPs from offering price discounts, rewards in loyalty programs, and other cost-saving benefits in exchange for a customer's consent to use their personal information. Now, how is this fucking true? It literally forces you to opt in. You need to get their customers' explicit consent to sell the information. As far as I'm fucking concerned, joining a program where one of the conditions is you're selling your personal information kind of already takes care of that, doesn't it? That requirement's already met. So all of this results in the excessive burden on ISPs, they claim, especially because not everyone else has to do the same. Hey, this is actually I may agree if that's true. Everyone should have to do that, yeah. The new statute includes no restrictions at all on use, disclosure, or sale of consumer personal information, whether sensitive or not, by the many other entities in the internet ecosystem or traditional brick-and-mortar retailers. Okay, if that's true, then they do have a point here. This is something that needs to be applied universally. So now they're saying discrimination. Maine cannot discriminate against a subset of companies that collect and use consumer data by attempting to regulate just that subset and not others. I actually agree with that if it's true. They all should be fucked. So especially given the absence of any legislative findings or other evidentiary support that would justify targeting ISPs alone. We'll leave the area that customers are suffering by not receiving marketing material. We'll leave the idea that customers are suffering by not receiving marketing materials from companies the ISPs sell their data to alone for now. Ooh, man, the register, that is a sick burn and well true, man. It's just like they say, but if the post office goes under, then old people won't get spam mail anymore and they'll feel lonely. Yes, they tried that excuse. I'm not kidding. So they'll leave that alone and go focus on the core issue. That if Google and Facebook are allowed to sell their users' personal data, then ISPs feel they should be allowed to as well. Yeah, and now, see, this is what happens. They didn't nip this in the bud with big tech. Now everybody who has access to any of your personal data, they're all going to be like, well, if Google can sell it, why the fuck can't we? Yeah, which is a fair point, although profoundly depressing in a broader context. The basic argument appears to be that we should only provide the minimum protections that are available. Nothing above minimum is legal. Well, if that's what they decide, let's just up the minimum then. So what if you look at what the statute actually does, it was clearly written in the user's own interests. It prevents companies from refusing to serve customers that do not agree to allow it to collect and sell their personal data, and it requires ISPs to take reasonable measures to protect that data. That's true. I guess they technically could have sold access to a hack that could get them the data. Yeah, definitely got to cut out that little loophole right there. All right, so those companies are still allowed to use the data to market their own products, just not sell it to others. To sell theirs. Oh, okay, yeah. So others can't sell their products. But because the ISP successfully managed to get the FCC to kill off its own rules on similar protections, it argues that the scrapping of rules is the legal precedent. No, if the law never came into effect, it's not really a precedent there. The statute is preempted by federal law because it directly conflicts with and deliberately thwarts federal determinations about the proper way to protect consumer privacy. The solution, of course, is federal privacy protections, but despite overwhelming public support for just such a law, the same ISPs and telcos fighting this law in Maine have flooded Washington, D.C. with lobbying money, bribery money, spell it right, and campaign contributions to make sure it doesn't pass or progress through Congress. And if this Maine challenge is successful, the next in the ISP sites will be California's new laws. Oh, I can't wait to see that. We're going to talk about California's laws later, actually, funny enough. Yeah, there's actually some pretty good shit going on there. A pretty funny shit, though. Real hilarious, man. At least if you're an adult entertainer. That's fine, though. They're just going to move somewhere else. Hey, and Gun Legend, thank you, another 5. Good thing that I use Brave. I don't have to worry about that shit. Yeah, if you use something with a built-in VPN, yeah. Because you see, the ISPs, they can just pull your browsing data as it goes through them. But if you use a VPN, you encrypt the fuck out of everything. They can't really do that anymore. Which is the whole point of doing things like this, man. That is the whole fucking point, which is great. So remember, always use a VPN if you want to make sure your ISP isn't looking at your data. That's pretty fucking important. Okay. Oh, now S-Sonic's super chat came in. I'm going to have to see if anything else was left behind. And CJ, thank you for the 2. Yay for non-consensual data rape. Oh, that's pretty much what they're doing, yeah. And DCV Titan, thank you for the 2. Rehabilitating Reed, sending to Gulag for re-education. That's what they're doing, man. I think that's, yeah. Yeah, that is maybe what they want to do to us, yeah. And Sabroff, thank you for the 2. Just $2 saving to splash on Blade Devil. Well, dude, definitely appreciate that. Yeah, just 9 more days, man. 9 more days, it's going to be up. Everyone's going to be able to throw whatever shekels they want at it. Or not, if you so wish. But hey, at least tell other people when the campaign goes live. Let everyone else know it's coming. That's going to be fucking important right there, because then there's no other way people are going to find out. except on my channel, and if anybody wants to signal boost me, that's it. I'm not going to be buying Super Bowl commercials or anything. Fuck. That commercial would be, hundreds, thousands of times more expensive than if I just, or than what I'm probably going to make on the campaign. So, pretty ridiculous, man. Pretty ridiculous. But I should have. Now we're going to get to the long one. This one here is what you guys, I'm sure, were waiting for. Do fans of cartoon porn stars hate real women? The fan base of Projekt Melody, an anime cam girl, and the next step in digital sexuality may overlap with the more misogynistic corners of the internet. Now imagine if we did the exact opposite to them. If we pointed out, it's like, oh hey, radical feminists like this thing, so your community, your fan base has some overlap with the radical feminists, so that means that this thing is radical feminist, right? Hoes mad. You may as well sum up this entire article with hoes mad. They are still whining about how they're getting their ass whooped by a fucking cartoon. The Projekt Melody doesn't do much but sway, but every swish of her cartoon hips is met with a horny digital howl. When she takes off her barely there top, revealing what she calls her big ol' anime titties, well, I mean, it's true. I've seen way bigger. I have seen way bigger, but it's still big ol' anime titties. Her fans shower her with hearts and wide-eyed emoji. And when she uploads a 30-minute lecture about whether hentai, a sexually explicit anime genre, is art or porn, gets more than 200,000 views. Yeah, this is someone who knows how to get an audience. This is fucking awesome right there. Yeah. Oh, good point there, Toxic Man, baby. It's like, is Crystal69 still mad? Yeah, that was the main hoe that was mad the last time. And of course, it's a post-wall hoe that's never been very big on the website. And again, the women that actually have something to offer, they're not threatened by this, just the fucking hoes, man. Yeah, C cups, yeah, that's true. I guess they would just be C's tops. Still bigger than a lot of girls, though. All right. So when one eye freezes half closed like a broken doll's, followers take screenshots and fawn over them. Broken face is the best face, one comments. To fans, the occasional glitches seem to be something like digital dimples. And you walk in seeing all of this. You just see everybody having a good time. Whatever the team behind Projekt Melody is, their audience, everyone's just having a good time. So you just have to go in there and shit on it, don't you? Hoes fucking mad. That's all this is. So Melody claims to be the world's first hentai cam girl. Though her creators are loath to admit it, the Melody character is, of course, a fiction. What do you mean her creators are loath to admit it? We all know. Every single fan of fucking Projekt Melody or any of these virtual YouTubers or any of that, we know they're fictional characters. We know there's a team of people behind them. You're the only ones that seem to have a problem with this. We know it's not real. So Melody was designed by the animator Digitrev X to resemble a fusion of popular anime characters, including Makoto Kusanagi from Ghost in the Shell. The character's appearance, physics, and speech are rendered in real time using Unity, a video game engine. Projekt Melody has swelled into a multi-platform phenomenon. She, if we must, is... Dude, are you seriously just gonna misgender Melody here? You fucking bigots! You fucking bigots. Are you really? Imagine if one of us wrote an article like this about a trans woman athlete or something, and we said she, if we must, we would be fucking instantly banned. Look at this shit. So Projekt Melody is on Twitter, YouTube, Patreon, and yes, Pornhub. Good. Melody has appeared in music videos and on Japanese morning shows. A week and a half ago, Melody appeared on Chatterbait, a site that allows cam models to live stream sexually explicit videos and chat with fans. As Vice first reported, the avatar seduced 10,000 followers in just 3 days. Today, the audience is nearing 20,000. Wait, when was this written? I think she... Yeah, this was 2 days ago? I thought she broke 30,000 even before that. Oh yeah, no, that's just when it was published. It was probably written before then. So according to Melody's fan base, this is only the beginning. Oh yeah. And you hoes better get ready to accept the fucking future. Most Melody-based memes swirl around the same theme. The idea that virtual women are the future and upgrade to flesh and blood. Well, prove them wrong. The sloganeering is endless. The future is now. Reject tradition, embrace modernity, and most succinctly, bots, not thoughts. Thought is a crude slang for a promiscuous woman, an acronym for that hoe over there. At least they know that much. I'm glad I don't have to correct them on everything. So they foresee an internet swarming with melodies. They're probably wrong, but they might be right. Either way, being virtual is becoming an asset. And that's something that I keep saying that these fucking hoes should be using. Once you're past the wall, this is something you could do, man. I went into that rant before. I don't need to do it again. But no, they're not wrong. This is the future. It's the same shit they were saying about virtual YouTubers. Now there's an entire fucking website for them. And they're just growing, man. More and more and more. That's right. I'm totally triggered. Anime phobia is real. Literally Hitler. Yeah, that's what this fucking is. This is anime phobia. Are we just going to let these bigots keep spewing this hate? If you ask Melody, and I was given no other option despite request to speak to an actual human. They know how to treat these fake news, how did Sargon call them? Smear merchants? Yeah, these outrage mongers, these smear merchants, yup. So it all started with an infection. Last year, I was just a basic AI that scanned emails for malware. I accidentally opened up an email with an adult virus that infected my code. Melody wrote to me in an email. No, they're just playing these fucking morons. That is hilarious. Like, oh, you want to talk to me about my fictional character? Well, you're going to have to talk to the fictional character who's going to be in character the whole time, bitch. Fucking perfect. Ever since then, I've been more and more obsessed with human sexuality. Camming apparently just seemed like fun. World building aside, Digitrev X, or someone capable of typing, seems to have begun developing the Projekt Melody brand last year on Twitter, where Melody first acted as a broken piece of software and then as an AI gradually acquiring sentience and interest in having a real body. Excuse how do make a person when not a person? Run early tweet reads. Now, this is how you do the fucking marketing right. This is actually a lot better version of what we've been doing with Blade Devil. Man, almost a year before launching this thing, we've been like, oh, this is going to be good. It's coming. We got to build up interest first. It would be a lot more successful that way than just, okay, here you are. Here's just a campaign out of nowhere. But these guys did it all in character, too. Fucking perfect. By the time Melody started streaming on Chatterbait, Digitrev X had imbued the character with a better command of English and an unquenchable sex obsession. The character's sudden popularity wouldn't have happened if internet culture wasn't primed for it. Online interest in hentai goes back decades. Yeah, and hentai is routinely if not at the very top, it's definitely within the top 3 of the charts worldwide, constantly for porn searches. For good reason. 4chan got started as an anime forum, and hentai appealed to 4chaners for several reasons. It's transgressive, which edgelords can't get enough of. Yeah, that's how they refer to anybody who disagrees with them, by the way. Yeah. This is a genre which features girls with tails and hooves having sex with tentacle monsters. It's also hypersexualized. Its characters not only have anatomically impossible bodies, but are often submissive to their male counterparts. Apparently, this bitch has never seen all the reverse rape hentai out there, where it's the man that gets dominated by the woman. So for an isolated man or teenage boy, especially one who feels rejected by and unattractive to living women's, hentai is a thrill. I wonder if the author of this article would be willing to admit that to an isolated woman or teenage girl or 60-year-old post-war divorcee, especially one who feels rejected by and unattractive to living men, something like Twilight is a thrill. Oh, but that's different, right? On top of the intrinsic appeal, there's the rise of VTubers, cartoon virtual YouTubers, and other virtual influencers. Hatsune Miku and Kizuna Ai are huge inspirations. Melody's minder, as Melody tells me. Kizuna started the entire VTuber genre a few years ago, so I wouldn't be here without her coming first. It's true. Hatsune Miku is a piece of voice processing software that has become a sort of virtual pop star and an object of admiration for many. A Japanese man married a hologram of Hatsune Miku in current year -2, yeah? So I gotta say, as many horrible takes as are in this article, as many just blatantly horrible takes, I don't see the author's name on here though. It's probably gonna be at the bottom. But yeah, there's a lot of really bad takes, but whoever wrote this is actually surprisingly educated, at least. Normally, when we get these shitty takes, it's by people who don't know shit about what they're talking about. So this is one of those rare occasions when we're getting shitty takes by people who actually do have some knowledge of the subject. Now, these characters have seen the most success and attention in Japan and in communities that have a strong interest in Japanese culture, like 4chan. But anime-style characters aren't the only virtual celebrities. Virtual Instagram star Lil Michaela, whose appearance is realistically human, has come closest to mainstream Western success. Michaela even starred in a Calvin Klein advertisement opposite model Bella Hadid, who she appeared to kiss. A virtual influencer also made negative headlines last year after claiming to be sexually assaulted by a rideshare driver. Yeah. And Two things binds these. Come on, man. Two things bind these characters together, insisting that they are both real and fake and sex. No, you're the only one. You're the only one who thinks they're real. Everybody knows it's fake, except for you. Incel Wayman's mad, yes. Although VTubers are cartoons, they are far more personality-driven than, say, a non-playable character in a video game. Or a non-playable e-thought. Yeah, she's onto something. The author is really onto something with this. These virtual YouTubers, these virtual cam girls, have more personality than the real-life flesh and blood thoughts out there. Virtual thoughts have more personality and much more likable personalities than their flesh and blood equivalents. That's one of the main reasons they're so popular. It's not just their looks, Lil Michaela frequently describes herself as a robot girl, but also appears out in the real world alongside celebrities. Like Melody, she does her own interviews. Brud, the LA-based company that runs Lil Michaela's accounts, is as evasive as DigitRevX and or whoever else is involved in operating Melody. Brud's website is a Google Doc titled "Website Copy Work in Progress for all my cuties." Since the sexual assault scandal, the company has basically stopped speaking to anyone. After making a few scant comments, DigitRevX seemed to be developing a strategy of never really starting. And well fucking played. Yeah, as soon as you make contact, no, I'm going to tell you, you know why they don't talk to urinalists? Because you fuckers would dox them, that's why. Like you've done before. If they talked to you, and it's pretty much guaranteed that you would out who they really are. Projekt Melody ran by Bob Jones. Yeah, you would fucking dox the hell out of them. It's a damn good move that they are not talking to you directly. They know how you operate. So for all the futurism of their products, the people behind the virtual avatar seem to deliberately eschew digital norms. For good reason. So Melody takes all trends to the extreme. The sex part is obvious, but she is also more insistent about her real fakeness, her digital sentience. In Melody's world, nobody's using her for commercial gain, even though she regularly promotes her merch and Patreon account. Camming is just her self-expression or a way to explore her virtual sexuality. I know a lot of people have been theorizing that there's some marketing team and production studio involved, but it really is just me. This is how you play it. Yeah, this staying in character at all times, man. Perfect. I've gotten some help from talented people in making different things happen, but my body or my virtual apartment that I stream from, but in terms of representing me and doing everything, Projekt Melody is just me, Melody. This is almost impossible. It's also the only explanation available. Aw, sucks to be you. You realize you're just being fucked with, right? Someone's playing a character online, and you seem to be the only one that seems to be taking it so seriously. Okay, so for fans, it seems to be the only explanation they want or need. Exactly! Why the fuck do we care who's really behind it? I couldn't care fucking less. I don't care about who's behind it. I care about the big anime titties on screen. Alright, so being mind-bending is sort of the point. Not showing a real face or bringing knowledge of current trends instantly makes her relatable to the type of people her fans are, says Read It user JYL5555, moderator of the official Projekt Melody subreddit. Many enjoy the wittiness and absurdity of Melody as a concept, someone controlling a Miku Miku dance model and achieving what once was thought of as a joke. Now, this is the correct way to turn parody into reality, by the way. Melody is a meme of sorts, a half-ironic anime nerd daydream made real enough to wait until Valentine's Day to show off her fully nude body. When Melody asks them to please come with me, they reply that it's the greatest honor. As I've learned, Melody says novelty is a huge factor in human attraction. She's not wrong. Among Melody's hardest core fans are digisexuals, people who express their sexual identity through technology. That might mean fetishizing robots, or it could manifest in an attraction to technologically mediated avatars like Melody. She's catering for the wishes of a large and growing segment of society, particularly among males, who see the digital world as holding more promise for satisfying their sexual and emotional needs than real life, says Read It user Ex-Humanist, who moderates our digisexuals. The reason for her success is likely because digisexuals are hoping for a glimpse of the future. Again, this isn't wrong. At least the author is actually doing journalism and talking to these people. That's more than most do. So once again, I'm pretty fucking impressed. Yeah, I'm impressed with the amount of work and knowledge in here. I mean, too bad the takes are shit, but... According to JYL5555, hentai fans outnumber the digisexuals in our Projekt Melody, but they're numerous enough that Melody has taken notice. To be perfectly honest, I didn't realize having a virtual wife who had become popular enough to qualify as a sexual orientation, but it makes sense. It's a reality. It's fascinating and promising to think about, because this development benefits both me and the humans I interact with on a daily basis. True, everybody wins. While there are probably some people who are interested in digisexuality purely because they are interested in technology, Ex-Humanist sees digisexuals as sexually disenfranchised men, a tone of resentment, and the idea that sex is a right they are being denied suffuses the Projekt Melody fandom. And there we go, now we're getting into the bullshit. And this is pretty funny. Yeah, this is, why is someone who sees them as sexually disenfranchised men a moderate? Well, it's Read It. It's, yeah. So moderators aren't deaf to it. She appeals to many different groups, including online communities that politically lean right. Oh my god, how fucking horrible. Imagine doing this same type of article saying this completely unrelated apolitical thing happens to appeal to some online groups that are left-leaning. Oh my god, it's the end of the fucking world. Though that depiction might make one assume that her fans are all incels, that's not really true. Yes, they make a significant portion of her fan base. Incels, short for involuntary celibate, are among the most virulently misogynistic communities on the internet. Well, I mean, in a lot of cases, it's not exactly wrong. So in the last decade, about a half dozen men who have identified as incels have either perpetrated or attempted mass murder. What other group has either attempted or perpetrated mass murder? But it's ismphobic if we talk about it. Funny. So nobody's saying that Projekt Melody's fans are out for blood. Yet you keep making these links, don't you? It's almost as if you're trying to cover your tracks. You're trying to say exactly that, but then stop right before you cross that line into legally actionable territory. So, but it's notable that many of their memes praise Melody by tearing down human women. You know why? Because of hoes like you who be so mad. We make these memes because you hoes keep trying to destroy what we love, so of course we're gonna fire back by taking some shots at you. Everyone I spoke to mentioned that they thought human cam models seemed bored and lazy, and other members of the... That's true, they are both for the most part. And other members of the community openly harass the whammons who have criticized Projekt Melody. Oh my god, it's harassment to defend yourselves when the things you love and yourself are being attacked. Yeah, I guess they're not on the right side of history. Others tend towards expressing contempt for whammons at large. The ultimate thought destroyer is an anime cam girl, one YouTube commenter writes. We live in the best timeline. But that's true, though. That's a true fucking statement. Melody is promising technology for porn enthusiasts. If Projekt Melody is a truly autonomous AI, then it will be a game changer in terms of sexual economics. She could be live 24 hours a day. She could be in private chats with a million different men at the same time. Her real-life cam model rivals are right to feel threatened. Yup! And she could do this forever, too. She's not out of the game at 25. Despite fan confidence, no one really knows what this timeline holds. Well, the future is looking a lot brighter than it did before, that's for sure. Somehow it's hard to imagine a majority of men defecting from real women to a swaying blue-haired cartoon with an adhesive bandage across her nose. Hard for you to imagine, but try being one of the men that has to put up with your ass. It becomes a lot easier to imagine then. Still, the benefit of virtual avatars is they're easily changed and personalized. There are no real barriers to characters like Melody gaining as large a following as any actual human. It's already bigger, which is great. A spokesperson for Chatterbait says the site requires Melody's operator to prove their age, but added that anyone can live stream using sexually explicit avatars or other interactive digital images as long as they don't break any rules. So, expect copycats. And then the thoughts are going to be scared. Expect backlash, too. Melody is a literal product of the male gaze. A person who's probably a man pantomiming femininity for an audience of paying men. Did you pretty much just admit that a man is better at being a woman than women are? That's how I read that. Some of those men seem to harbor such ill will towards whammons that they'd rather masturbate to a glitchy cartoon than try to talk to one. Well, the cartoon's actually pleasant. If all women are like you, oh yeah, the author, Emma Ellis, yep, I figured it was a woman, then again, for human whammon's sake, it's probably best to leave them to thank you. At the very end, you redeemed yourself. At the very end, she realized the truth. It's like, it's best those are all men we say we don't want anyway. But here's the funny thing. This same shit happened with MGTOW, actually. Remember when MGTOW were all a bunch of fat, neck-bearded incel losers in their mom's basements that nobody wanted anyway? Just ignore those incels. No woman wants them anyway. We don't care about them. Good thing they're removing themselves from the gene pool. And then someone like Henry Cavill is caught saying, like, yeah, I don't do that dating thing. It's not worth it. I don't think he identifies as MGTOW, but he did say some of the talking points, let's just say. Now all of a sudden they're flipping the fuck out. They're realizing, holy shit! It's not just the men we make fun of and don't want that are doing this. It's the men that we do want. It's the rich, famous, and powerful, well-connected men, good-looking. All those men that we actually do want are realizing these mad hoes just ain't worth the effort. Now they're flipping the fuck out. Now they're trying to destroy the whole concept. And of course, every time they do that, it just makes it even worse for them. Yeah. No, that's right. When it's Lawrence Fox, though, the women is the incel him. So that's what's going on, man. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, trans sports stars are killing it. That's true. Yeah, you got men being better at being women than women. How funny is that? And for what it's worth, it actually makes sense to me. Because men know exactly what men want in a woman. Women just have to kind of figure it out because they're not men. But men know exactly what men want in a woman. So if a man is going to pretend to be a woman, he's going to be able to pretend to be his ideal woman. All right, so let's get back there then. All right. Oh, Zagri Osmot, thank you for the 5. I don't hate real women's, but I prefer anime women's. Real women suck. Anime women are the future. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat right there, honestly. Now, I get called a misogynist all the damn time just because I treat women as equals. I do not treat any woman differently than I would a man. And that pisses them the fuck off when they realize that, they don't have any privilege with me. Because they always like to pull out the line that, if you've been privileged, then losing that privilege seems like oppression. Equality seems like oppression. And I'm just like looking at them going, wow, you have no self-awareness, do you? Yeah, because just think of all the shit men put up with from women that if another guy had done it, then he'd be knocked the fuck out. Yeah, just wait till that privilege goes away. That you're really going to start getting treated like a man. You're going to have the equality you want so much. I don't want to hear any bitching. Then Links Bro, thank you for the 504. Everything to do with Projekt Melody makes me laugh a lot because I share her name and my friends have been making some real good jokes. Hope no e-thoughts tried to run you off the road. Wait, where are your anime titties? Those are just regular titties. Hey, okay, that's, yeah. Yeah, that's perfect. Maybe you could try to look the same, too. Yeah, and Gun Legend, thank you the 15. Hell to the no, we don't hate women's. To me, I don't hate women. I like them, but our society has made most women narcissistic as hell. And as I said, 25% or lower are becoming a unicorn. Yeah, I stand by what I've been saying for a while. If you are one of those men that really wants that traditional relationship, that the house, the white picket fence, and the dog and the cat and 2.5 kids and all that, don't do it in the West. Go to like the Philippines or something and get a woman there and stay there. That's the most important part. If you bring them to the West, they will turn into Western women. And Don Creepy, thank you for the 5. Rough week was it rough week dream binking, please, RH. Oh man. I've only been drinking non-alcoholic drinks today, so but I hope you enjoy drowning out your sorrows there, as long as you don't do it to an unhealthy level. And Gun Legend, hey, another 20, man, thank you. It's almost as if, like, the incels need to go to Islam for what this article is saying. But I'm not saying the incels should join Islam, but hey, you do you. Your life is your life, to say this to guys. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and see, that's the funny thing. I mean, a lot of guys, when faced with the choice of living under feminism or living under Islam, they're going to be buying themselves up some Qurans and studying, is all I'm going to say. Okay, so let me just read for... Oh my god, holy shit. I need to talk about mad hoes more often. You guys are being nice today. All right. Oh, and I see... Hey, guys, definitely stick around, man. All 789 of you here. Well, that number's been fluctuating, huh? Yeah, stick around, man. We're going to have a new colored Blade Devil page. Things are going to be getting good. Panel. A new colored panel before the end of the stream, unless said artist is too drunk to finish it. Well, we'll see. So Tyler Preston, thank you for the 5. You ever watch Young Justice? I always found it overrated and it being too serious. The show is basically a Tom Clancy story. Also, begone thoughts. Actually, I did not. I've only heard what some people have said about it. And Ron Type, thank you for another 250 Filipino pesos. I was once asked about my love life. I didn't have any, so... I had a hiccup there. Didn't have any, so for my whole life, meaning I am not married. Then she asked me if I hate girls. This coming from someone who has undergone marriage breakup. Yeah, well, this is... What's funny is when you see guys do this. Now, this... I've personally had this happen to me multiple times where I'm talking to a friend or a coworker or just an acquaintance, and after spending 15 minutes bitching about how much his life sucks, how much his wife is a fucking bitch, and just, oh wow, married life sucks ass, and oh, my wife's a cunt, and oh, she always has a headache, and blah, 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 blah. And then, oh man, too bad it's cheaper to keep her. I want to be free of this witch. And then he looks at me, he's like, why aren't you married? You gay or something? The very next breath, without even skipping a beat. Now all of a sudden, and he completely unironically too, because this is one of those things where that would be a good joke. Where after complaining for 15 minutes about how bad your marriage is, asking the person you're complaining to why he's not married, that would be a good joke. It would. But he was dead serious. And I just looked at him like, gee, dude, I don't know. Why, after hearing everything you told me the past 15 minutes, why would I not be married? I wonder. Fucking rocket surgeon over here. Estonian MGTOW, thank you for the €2 there. Free market makes cam girls mad. Yeah, they hate competition, man. They fucking hate competition. And Ron Type, thank you another 125 pesos. This might cost more time and effort, but what do you think of interspecies virtual waifus? You know, various long arms, horns, etc. No, I'd be all for monster girls. That would be fucking hilarious, man. Yeah, and Jarnagi, thank you for the 10. It's because she's not real. There's that she's fictional. That's the reason why Mel is queen. After all, if she breathes, she's a thought. That's a true statement right there. That's what all this boils down to. Is these 3D thoughts? They know. They fucking know, man. Yeah, their days are numbered, but they have the choice, though. They can turn into these cartoons themselves. Someone has to run them. Someone has to be the voice. It could be these thoughts. But no, they don't see that. T-Scott07, thank you for the 5. There are plenty of people on the site that actually like how Melody is bringing more potential customers to them. The bitterness is delicious. Well, yeah, I kind of went into that the last rant I did about Melody, where the thoughts on Chatterbait that are actually very popular and making decent money, they don't give a fuck. I haven't seen a single one of the popular good-looking girls complaining about Melody. It's all just the ones that have been failing for 5 years to get more than like 2 concurrent viewers. They're the ones that are the most ass mad about it. Because they've been trying for years to get an audience, and they know they're like 1 year to their expiration date, at least when it comes to their career as an e-thought, and they still got nothing. And here comes a fucking 3D model that just gets to the top of the site overnight, and they just get butthurt. Meanwhile, all the top e-thoughts that are there are just like, whatever. We still have all of our guys here. If anything, this is just going to bring more people to see us. They don't give a fuck. They're not threatened by a cartoon. And DC Pagan, thank you for the 10 again. In Twitch, lol, free market, stay mad, no tax blocks. In Chatterbait, ban the robots, you fascists. Hentai-accelerationism is the ultimate thought patrol. Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, you guys know the bottom list girls. Exactly. Those are the only ones who are fucking mad. Yeah, fail at being a girl. Woo. Nice. That is awesome, man. Okay, and CJ, thank you for the 2. Melody should point out she's sexier than Siri. Oh, yeah. Yeah, imagine if Apple played this game. If Apple just added some cattiness to Siri when talking about Melody. They could have like this little mini competition. See, now, if they were smart, they'd do that. And Sonic15, thank you for the 2. What's wrong with just liking pretty things? Exactly that, dude. You got these ugly thoughts that are way past the wall that are so fucking butthurt. And they don't want you liking pretty things. They want you liking them. And Vincent Veritas, hey, welcome, man. Thank you for the 2. Yo, boys, nice to see y'all. Hey, nice to see you back, too. And Just Dark, thank you the 5. Only watch Project Melody because the girl being this is funny, and especially because it triggers SJWs and thoughts alike. 2 birds, 1 stone. Yeah, that's true. I actually did tune in to one of her broadcasts myself, and she actually interacts with her audience. She can be legitimately funny. I don't even care even if it is a real dude behind it. Nobody gives a fuck what's running the AI, what's running the software. The fact is, whoever it is has more personality than anyone else on that website. And Albine Fox, thank you for the 2. Dragon for the stream on Twitter just in time. Oh, yeah, right there. There you go. There's a dragon. And Grimold's Games and Rents, thank you for the 666 again. When you see what the Whammons who wrote the article looks like, it makes sense. She has plenty of other hot takes. Hoes mad, bros glad. Oh, somebody looked that up, huh? I don't want to require eye bleach, but then again, this dragon is good eye bleach. Very, very hot right there. Good plot, good backstory, perfect. Alex Hale, thank you for the 2. They want justice and the plot. Well, I'm going to give you that with Blade Devil. And Jub8891, thank you for the 5. I've got the Tetris theme stuck in my head. Help. Oh, that was at least a good theme, though. Nice Russian music there. And Joker Entertainment, thank you for the 5. Femcells are just jealous. No one wants to sleep with them. Also, please read this. No. But that is what it is. You got femcells mad at incels. For whatever reason. Because the incels are actually, no, they're mad because the incels actually have something to alleviate their suffering, and the femcells don't. Because for them, it's not enough to just jerk off to a digital guy. Some of them do, but most of them, they want someone to take care of them and protect them and provide for them. All guys want is something to beat off to. Alfonso Fred, thank you for the 10. They also attract classic, cool, respectful housewives. Yeah, all these classic, cool, respectful housewives actually have no problem with Project Melody either. Cool. And Links Bro, thank you for the 1006 there. Our voices are sort of similar as well, to the point where I can imitate it pretty accurately. And yes, as a tranny, I know what kind of whammons men want more than a cis whammons, which is why so many guys seem to enjoy chatting with me. Also, take my fucking money. Okay, fine. If you insist, I'll take your fucking money. Okay. But yeah, see, that just proves what I said. Funny enough, men know what men want in women. Way better than what women think that men want in them. And Gun the Legend thing, the 10. I don't know if my viewpoints are influenced just because I live in the Midwest compared to the rest of the US and the UK, but that's just me. I think just being reasonable. Yeah, that's pretty rare in current year. And News Fallpater, thank you, the 5. Thoughts have no real intelligence or personality, while Melody is driven by intelligence and personality. Who would have thought? Yeah, I know. See, all these thoughts keep complaining that they're more than a pretty face and a pair of tits and all that. And meanwhile, whoever's running Project Melody proved it, because they're using this more to actually become popular and create the shit everybody likes. And was that Estonian Mictop? Thank you for another 5. Well, Eastern Europe is not that great either, since all are out for shekels. It's true. That is pretty. That does seem to be a pattern with Eastern European women. Yeah, when they try to trap foreign men. Yeah, not a banned account. Thank you for the 5. RGE Truth. In the military, we'd find good girls abroad who wanted traditional, mutually respectful marriage. Then come stateside, USA girls ruined them. See? What did I say? Here we got someone who's experienced it. And Soraya Reigns, thank you for the 2. Pennywise hit the nail on the head with the Western world. Yeah, it's funny when a killer clown knows better. I mean, it is clown world. Maybe it's not that funny. CJ, thank you for the 2. Need to unironically respond, need some company. Oh yeah, to these thoughts, yep. FM56, thank you for the 5. RGE, aren't you married already? I'm sure you're not beating TFM to your own book now, right? Is that why your artist is taking so long? Right, RGE? Yeah, that's exactly right, man. You caught me. Yeah, and even better, I'm actually a woman using a voice changer. You guys fucking busted me, man. These whole 7 years have been a lie. And Zyklon Butterfly, thank you for the 5. Dog whistle, if she breathes, audible wink. Oh, man. It's a good one. And Joker Entertainment, thank you for the 10. Imagine being such a fail at being a girl that you're pissed that a man is better at it than you are. That's where we are. And John Pop 008, thank you for the 5. I'm half tempted to go to Chatterbait, not for Melody or other e-thoughts, but to read butt-mad comments on Melody's stream. Oh, there are a few every time, yeah. And Brian Hudson, thank you for the 5. The second doll just arrived with double K-cups, still married, and will be smashing after we finish dinner at Denny's. Hoes don't get mad, get good. That's, dude, so fucking true. So fucking true, man. All you have to do is be better than a doll or a 3D model. It's not that hard, is it? And DCV Time, thank you for the 2. What men want in whammons? Their cocks, heyo! Not wrong there. I mean, you can't stick your dick in their college degree. Well, you can, but you may get a paper cut. And CJ, thank you for the 2. Bah, that was to your divorced friend, not the thoughts. Oh, what were you saying? Need to unironically respond, need some company? Oh, okay. Yeah, to the divorced friend. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That does, yeah. If they're complaining about marriage and divorce, yeah, you want me to be miserable with you? Need some company? Yeah, that is true. Okay, now I'm caught up. Let's get back into this. This is going to be a 1-2 punch against Rockstar and Take-Two, who are a bunch of motherfuckers. GTA 4 returns to Steam with one major catch. The major gameplay mode is conspicuously absent, but it may be worth it. If you guys missed it when it happened a few weeks back, long story short, GTA 4 was pulled from Steam, and the excuse they gave was it was built on games for Windows Live, and they couldn't generate any more keys anymore for the games. And this was a very shitty excuse, because if nothing, I mean, I believe that that's actually the case, but it just shows how fucking lazy they are, because there have been a ton of other games that were built on Games for Windows Live that had it completely removed after Games for Windows Live died. Like the Dawn of War games, for example. Those are still perfectly fucking playable. So let's see what happened. So it was taken off of Steam. Now it's back. As the article says, though, with one major catch. Grand Theft Auto 4 is one of the most influential games of the 2000s, which is why it was sad to see it removed from Steam in January. I will agree to that, but I will say I really didn't like the single player in that game very much, but Grand Theft Auto 4 did multiplayer perfectly as far as I'm concerned. So guess what they fuck up? More than a month after its initial removal, Rockstar Games finally announced that GTA 4 will be coming back to the online games marketplace on March 19th. Unfortunately, a significant chunk of the game will no longer be accessible as the online modes have been cut. So all the multiplayer. Now guys, we know damn well that Rockstar is trying to push everybody to GTA Online. What possible motive could they have for removing the vastly superior GTA 4 multiplayer, huh? Because I'm one of those people that when I play GTA multiplayer, literally all I fucking want to do is the same free roaming wreaking havoc I do in single player, but with friends. Like, oh, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go do a drive-by. I don't have to go by myself. Fuck, my friends can jump in the car with me. We can all do this together. We can have all sorts of fun competitions. We can see who can snipe the most people before the SWAT team shows up in the helicopter and kills our asses. We could do all sorts of that fun shit. And GTA 4 was perfect for that. You just drop in and just say, oh, we're going to get up to 6 stars and see how long we can live. Let's see who can win this. And then Grand Theft Auto Online shows up, which the concept I don't think is that bad, but they took everything I actually wanted to do in a GTA multiplayer mode and locked it behind MMO-style grind fests. That's why I fucking hate GTA Online, and I do not play that shit. I liked GTA 4's multiplayer, though. But guess what I don't have anymore? As Rockstar's Steam post confirms, the version that will be available on Steam after March 19th is... And check out this name, guys. Look at the screen. I'm not lying. The version that completely stripped out all the multiplayer is called Grand Theft Auto 4 Complete Edition. Rockstar are fucking trolling us, man. Which comes with all of the game's DLC and is also available on Rockstar's proprietary launcher. Fortunately, all the save files should be compatible for newer players and those who don't own just the base game, or the episodes from Liberty City DLC will be upgraded to the complete edition after a simple update. Sadly, those that do boot up GTA 4 Complete Edition won't be able to access some things. Some radio stations will be temporarily unavailable. Yeah, that's another reason to fuck this online live services shit, to be honest with you. They use real music. They don't make their own proprietary music for GTA. Well, a little bit. They have a little bit of unique soundtrack, but they license actual music for this game. And licenses tend to expire. So thanks to this digital, online-only live service bullshit they got going on, they can actually remove music from the game now. Yeah, forget that shit. Forget that fucking shit right there. So yeah, that's another thing they removed. Yeah, when Grand Theft Auto 4 Complete Edition, minus radio stations and multiplayer, launches in March, and no ETA was given on when they will be added back. Probably never. I can guarantee you this is not on their priority list. Unless GTA 6 is also going to be set in Liberty City, which would make sense, actually. And that would, no, dude, if GTA 6 is back to Liberty City, this all starts making sense. Because guess what's going to be added to GTA Online? Guess what everyone's going to have to go through if they want to play online in Liberty City now? Yeah, so that makes sense. And maybe the radio stations, the music will actually come back if they license the same music for GTA 6. It's entirely possible. Yeah, sadly, those that do... Oh, sorry, I just read that one. Yeah. More notably, none of the multiplayer features will be accessible once the game returns to Steam. This encompasses the multiplayer mode that lets players free roam or participate in races and death matches, as well as the leaderboards that accompany them. Yeah, it's the free roam one. That's all you fucking need for multiplayer GTA. Free roam. That's fucking it, man. That's all you need to do. Just unlock the entire city, all the vehicles, find where the tank is, all that good shit. Get all the weapons, and just drop you and your friends in the city and just free roam and have a good fucking time. That's all you need for online multiplayer in GTA. And GTA 4 did it perfectly. So it had to be canceled. Had to be fucking canceled, man. On the plus side, GTA 4 will now fully support Steam Achievement. Oh yeah, that makes up for it, yeah. I know you wanted to free roam with your friends and have some fun, but hey, we're going to take that away. But you got achievements now, so it's so much better. This is a fucking steal, isn't it? I'd make that trade. Grand Theft Auto 4's removal from Steam and the multiplayer mode's absence upon its return can both be attributed to one thing: Games for Windows Live. This mostly disliked PC service from Microsoft was very prevalent in the late 2000s and early 2010s. That's true. And companies are starting to run into issues as they can no longer get new keys over a decade out from the discontinued service's launch. You can remake the game to not use it, though. In a statement given to PC Gamer, Rockstar elaborated, Grand Theft Auto 4 was originally created for the Games for Windows Live platform. With Microsoft no longer supporting Games for Windows Live, it is no longer possible to generate the additional keys needed to continue selling the current version of the game. So patch out Games for Windows Live, problem fucking solved. So they were intrinsically... Oh, they say it was intrinsically tied to Grand Theft Auto 4's multiplayer modes on PC. So without the service, they could not return. Bullshit. Chat, press X to doubt. I may be a fucking boomer, but I remember a similar story to two similar stories, man. Remember way back in my day, remember when the X-Bone was announced and it was going to be online only? And all the fans were butthurt as fuck that it was going to be online only? What was Microsoft's response? Well, the entire console is built from the ground up around being always online. We can't just take it out. A few weeks of backlash later, oh hey, it's not always online anymore. But that's a console. That's different. Okay, fine. Let's go back to another game. Simcity. Fucking the Simcity reboot by EA. Remember how that was always online? Remember all the complaining people did because it was always online? And EA's responses. Like, oh, this game is built from the ground up around being always online. We do all sorts of processing on our servers and shit to make sure your game runs more smoothly. We can't just turn off the online. And some modder changed like one line of fucking code that stopped it from connecting online, basically, and it worked perfectly fine without connecting to the internet. Something tells me this is a blatant fucking lie. No, there's nothing stopping you from decoupling the online mode from games for Windows Live. You just don't want to do it. You just want to force people onto GTA Online so you can sell them those fucking shark cards. That's all this is. Stop fucking lying. Tell us the truth. Dude, we know the real reason. Just admit it. You look like even bigger idiots than we think you are when you do shit like this. And we're not even, dude, this isn't even the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the Take-Two and Rockstar and them. There's gonna be more. While some hardcore GTA 4 online players are probably very disappointed by its removal, it was a necessary sacrifice to get it back on Steam. Rockstar also probably doesn't mind that much, as Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2's multiplayer modes are both very successful and consistently updated. That's what they want to force you onto, exactly. So the fan response is actually somewhat mixed. Many are happy to see a great game return. Others chiming into the post comments worry about the cuts and are saying things like, I know how Rockstar will handle the bugs and kill the experience by cutting out content, and they just keep making their old games worse and worse by taking stuff out of their games. Yeah, they do that to try to nudge you into buying the new ones. As for the games for Windows Live issues, seems to have mostly been out of their control. I'm willing to give Rockstar the benefit of the doubt with this re-release barring any major unannounced changes. Well, I'm not, because I've been lied to one too many times by these fucking developers. And as I said, this was not even just the tip of the iceberg. Let's continue. What the fuck else are they doing? But first, a little bit of an intermission. Okay, wait up here. Let's get into it. I thought we had some artwork to show off, but it'll be just a tiny bit more. We have one more left. Let's see what else they're doing. Take-Two Interactive has law firm crackdown on Red Dead Redemption 2 hot coffee mod. You read that right. They are literally sending legal teams against modders now. Anybody who continues giving these fucking companies money after hearing things like this, well, I hope you're happy that you're supporting shit like this. Take-Two has been a shit fucking company for a while, but this takes the cake. It looks like Take-Two Interactive is back at it again, censoring community-created content, and has law firm Frankfurt, Kernet, Klein & Sells acting on its behalf to shut down a recent mod for Red Dead Redemption 2 titled Hot Coffee. If you have no idea what this mod does, mirrors the hot coffee and accessible minigame in the current -16 video game Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Actually, I think San Andreas' multiplayer is still operational. Maybe we could play that instead. In other words, you can pick up a whammons or a prostitute and have sex with them, except there's no nudity, and it uses asset sounds from the game itself. Oh, that is hilarious. You can find the mod by Unlosing and Jedi Josh 920 on Nexus Mods, which the creators seemingly are in conversation with Take-Two Interactive and a law firm. YouTuber SwagTA has a video covering the latest event. which I'm not going to play here because, strikes. In case you did not watch the video, here lies the part of the conversation between the modders and the lawyers working for Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar Games, in which the latter, Frankfurt, Klein, and Sells, has this to say to the modders. Stop giving these clowns money, please. I've been trying to reach you by phone, but you haven't answered my calls or returned my voicemail. It's very important that we speak. We represent Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar Games, owner of Red Dead Redemption 2, and have become aware of your Red Dead Redemption 2 hot coffee mod posted under the alias Jedi Josh 920 and Unlosing. You probably realize that mods such as this violate the game's EULA and code of conduct, as well as a host of other legal violations. Fuck Take-Two and Rockstar up the fucking ass. They're literally sending legal threats at people because they mod their games. I am never spending any money on this fucking company again. No matter how good GTA 6 looks, fuck this company. I can live without it. While this is a serious matter, I'm hoping we can reach a quick and amicable solution. Yeah, just keep ignoring these fucking parasites. It would be unfortunate if we had to escalate this further. Yeah, that's right. Legal threats for making a fucking mod. But we cannot resolve this unless you contact me immediately. And while the mod must be taken down and disabled, don't delete any data, code, accounts, communications, logs, etc. related to the mod. Go fuck yourself. Dude, if this actually goes to court, I hope that they countersue Take-Two into bankruptcy. Again, please don't ignore this email. We're trying to reach an agreeable solution. The only agreeable solution is you guys fucking off. But this is serious and will not go away by ignoring it. We expressly reserve all rights. No, these guys made the right fucking choice. They made the right choice of just putting this on the internet. So the modder's response lies below. I received your email regarding the hot coffee mod for Red Dead Redemption 2. Could you please be more specific with the policies I have violated? No external assets were used when creating the mod, and all animations audio were pulled directly from content that's still in the game. Thank you. Yep. So after the modders wrote up the above response, the lawyers and Take-Two Interactive have a problem with the sexual content being displayed in the mod, and therefore they are using other means of the EULA and COC to take the mod down. Although there are several violations at play, to name a few, Part I of Rockstar's EULA license conditions prohibits acts like decompiling, preparing derivative work based on or otherwise modifying the software. So basically, it's in their EULA that you can't mod the game. Stop giving these motherfuckers money. They deserve to go broke for this. Part M prohibits violating the COC. The COC for online services includes a prohibition on users creating, uploading, or posting material that is vulgar, obscene, sexually oriented, or inconsistent with community standards. So you bought the fucking game, but you're not even allowed to play it the way you want to. This is where we fucking are. This is where it is in current year. So the animation and all the software's content is also protected by copyright law, and the mod infringes on the copyright holder's exclusive rights to reproduce, distribute, and prepare derivative works. That being said, frankly, it is the sexual content that is causing particular concern here, and the reason why the mod needs to be taken down and disabled immediately. So as of this writing, the mod is still up, but that doesn't mean Take-Two Interactive and that law firm won't try harder to get it removed. Now, this is the part. Now that we know this is happening, now download the mod and spread it all over the fucking internet. Make sure there's no way it's ever gonna go away. In the meantime, though, we actually have it. It's here, man. I'm going to have to pull it up, but cool. Oh, man, this one's looking good. Yeah, just to give you guys a little bit of a taste of what we can expect to see in Blade Devil. Oh, man. Boom. Another first look at a newly finished panel right here. Yeah, shit's about to hit the fan, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, maybe Ashar is going to have a little bit more trouble with this guy than usual. What do you think? How do you think this is going to end up, man? How do you think this one's going to end up? Oh, this. When we got back this entire page, I was like, all right, man, this is definitely one of the better ones. Just wait till you see below. And look at this, too. We got... you guys were pointing out the previous one had no backstory. So there you go. Look at the backstory on this one. Look at that backstory down there. You got a nice backstory shot in this one. I mean, you can't complain about that, can you? Can't complain about that awesome backstory. Man, giant crab boss. Yeah, crab battle. Fuck yeah. Yeah, we got the crab battle up and running. Fuck him up, SGR. Ghost Scorpion waifu. Yeah, I bet somebody's gonna loot this one. I know my own audience. Someone's gonna fucking loot it. Yeah. Oh, Crablante 2.0. Yeah, we're gonna do a One Punch Man crossover now. That's right. Crablante 2.0. Fuck yeah. Oh man, that's right. That backstory. Scorpion Girl artists get on it. Yeah, backstory is always present. Nice backstory. Let me in. Crab Rave. Oh yeah. Yeah, seriously, as big of a fan of him as GTA, fuck this. Yeah. Yeah, I don't care about GTA anymore. CJ, thank you for the 2. Good point, too. And it looks like a hard STD to defeat. Yeah, now this is the worst case of crabs I've ever seen. Holy shit, if I had a case of crabs this big, I'd be worried. Like, super fucking worried. Okay, and Time Link, thank you for the $3. Much appreciate that, man. And Bubblegum Anzu, thank you the 5. As a dude, I fully agree. I roleplay a female Draenei on WoW, and a chunky fat one at that. I get all the rando RP, and my friends list is full. Never quiet yet. So many others struggle. Fun and bubbly personality always wins online. Yeah, I bet you never have to buy anything in the game either. Yeah, you never have to buy any of that shit. Yeah, you always got these simps buying shit for you. Oh man. And Gun Legend, hey, thank you, another 5. I'm wondering how long it's going to be before all the Marxist indoctrination camps literally completely oversway all elections and complete communist system, that all have open borders and the U.S. system will completely collapse. Any thoughts, RG? Well, they may try to force it, but then it's up for individual groups of people to just put their foot down and say no. And Imagination, thank you for the 2. Take 2 shits on their best IPs are going to fuck up GTA 6 anyway. It'll be online only, cloud service bullshit. Yeah, I think GTA Online is a hint at what GTA 6 is going to be. GTA 5 became a slog to play after a while. I think 6 will be worse. Yeah, well, for what it's worth, GTA 5 was fun until the end of the single-player campaign, and then just hopping on to goof off every once in a while. But GTA Online was such a huge fucking letdown. Yeah, R34 the Scorpion, give it tits. It's gonna happen, man. I know you guys, but by the time I log in tomorrow morning, it's probably gonna be looted. Oh, and Links Bro, thank you for the 504. Pulls a gun. Get down. Give me your wallet. This is a reverse robbery. Takes your wallet and puts $5 in it. Now go pay your artist so he can buy more booze, you glorious fuck. But seriously, great work, Toxic Man Baby and RGE. Oh man, he really loves hearing all this too. That's the only bright spot in his day when he's locked in my basement being forced to draw these awesome works constantly. Yeah, I may not even have to whoop his ass this night to keep him motivated. Yeah, this is great, man. This is fucking awesome. Yeah, my pimp hand was getting a little bit tired too. So, man, you guys are being great today. Thank you. Oh, man. And I just need to refresh this here. There you go. So, P. Barrett, thank you for the 5. Wonder why feminists, despite failing constantly, continue to do the same thing. Their lack of common sense is somewhat amusing, only somewhat. Well, that is the literal definition of insanity, though, right? Yeah, it's they do the same thing and expect different results. Yeah, that's what this is. And DCV Titan, thank you for the 2. I'd have thought they'd cut the Ballad of Gay Tony. Yeah, isn't that problematic in current year? isn't it? Estonia Mukta, thank you for the 2. New GTA 4 99999. Yeah, pull a Hitler on that. Alfonso Fred, thank you for the 2. Thanks again for the warning. Yeah, just avoid Take 2. Fucking avoid it. Okay, DSV Titan, thank you for the 2. Take 2 also just nabbed KSP 2. Man, they fuck everything up, man. They do. CJ, thank you for the 2. Looks like a hard STD to beat. Yep, got that one. And Marnina 1, thank you for the 2. Low people try, I turn them down. Okay. Yeah, that was... that was the RP question, yeah. Yes. What's this? Oh, well, so you guys gonna try to get Shadman to loot the Scorpion? That would be hilarious, actually. Ron Type, thank you, 125 pesos. A degree in esports will be in college curriculum. You think this can fix the geek world we are in? They have an esport management included. Oh, I think I covered that before. Yeah, that's actually pretty fucking hilarious. Man, it's just another one of those fad degrees, in my opinion. I don't even see esports becoming that big. It had a good run. But the fact is, most people just don't want to watch other people play video games competitively. It's always been a small niche market. What Riot Games accomplished with League of Legends esports, I don't know if that's ever going to be recreated. Yeah. Shadman, where you at? All right, Damashep, hey, thank you for the 5. It's so cold here, but Ashara is keeping me warm. Sipping from my warm Blade Devil mug and bundled in a super comfy Ashara fleece blanket. Yeah, those are still up, man. We still got the Teespring shop as well. Which soonish, it's gonna have some more merch on it too. So yeah, definitely can't wait to put some more on there. I don't know how soon it's gonna be. Maybe it's gonna be a little bit after the campaign. Yeah, but I'm gonna put the link in the chat. You could hit up the official shop. You can buy some awesome Blade Devil blankets. I know you want them. I know everybody wants them. They good stuff. You saw how big they are last stream too. Man, yeah, Shatman enter the chat. That would be funny if he really did. I wish they would. Alrighty. So where was I here? Let me refresh this, huh? Okay, cool. And Domship, thank you for the 5. Oh, sorry, just read that one. Alfonso Fred, thank you for the 5. That at the rate things are going with my wife, she will start buying Blade Devil. Oh man, dude, thank you for that, man. Yeah, everybody should be enjoying this one because you see, unlike Ray, Ashara is not a Mary Sue, and she's not an unlikable bitch. That's another big thing right there. Oh, that's right. No, Toxic Man Baby, good point. If you want Shadman to draw some Blade Devil, just ask him. Yeah, if you guys want to spam him on Twitter, well, not spam him to the point where it annoys him, but send him requests on Twitter. He may do it. If he notices enough people asking, he may draw it, man. You never know. Okay, let's talk about Linux, just because. A new Linux gaming platform is being developed in current year. We need to because this is important, in my opinion, because Microsoft is trying to turn Windows into iOS, basically, where it's super locked down and you have to sign in with your Microsoft account and Microsoft gets to control everything. We may have to go to Linux. But we need more Linux support in games. But the problem is that there's so many distributions, that would be a lot of work to support all of them. So I wonder which one they're going to pick. Probably Ubuntu again. So gaming on Linux is fantastic, but it's not always straightforward. Valve has gone through great lengths to make thousands of Windows-only games playable on Steam for Linux client, but hardware variation and frequent updates means things can break at a moment's notice. Good Old Games has an easy way to find native Linux games, but a GOG Galaxy client is only available for Mac and Windows. So enter a new player that wants to bridge the gap by providing an open-source Linux gaming client focused on providing nothing but games developed for Linux. Well, hopefully they actually put enough good stuff on there to make it worth it. That's the thing, man. That's what we need. So it's called Gamepad, and it's been in development since early current year -1. But now the developer has launched a $50,000 crowdfunding campaign through Kickstarter to bring it from concepts to reality. Ooh, I wonder how it's doing. This goes to Kickstarter. Oh man. I don't think it's gonna happen. No, it's a good idea, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Gamepad builds itself as a platform designed by Linux gamers and for Linux gamers, and in true Linux fashion, they need someone's money. So, beyond just those good intentions, all the elements of Gamepad, the client supporting libraries and API, will be released under a FOSS license, or free and open source, which means the community and game developers can modify and improve the code or even develop their own custom Gamepad client that runs on Windows, perhaps? So Gamepad is also promising no DRM, easy third-party integration apps like Lutris and GameHub, and human curation of submitted games to ensure they actually run flawlessly on Linux. How much is that going to cost? So I noticed via the Kickstarter campaign that while the physical backer rewards are estimated to ship this summer, the anticipated launch of Gamepad client is January current year -2. That being said, in its current state is much more than a mock-up. Develop a working prototype for the client and the server backend, including login and user authentication, but that's not that hard. I mean, that's shit I do on a regular basis at work. The ability to browse the storefront and game downloads and installation. That's actually very similar to the work I do, except not in video games. The roadmap ahead involves legal fees, developer outreach, marketing, security, and penetration testing, and paying for hardware and server infrastructure. Ooh, and now they're already being criticized from the Linux community. Liam Daw runs gamingonlinux.com and covers the Linux side of gaming as is his full-time job, so to say he's critical of Gamepad would be an understatement. Like, sure, their design is almost entirely a rip-off of GOG. Let's start with that. They've yet to show they can be trusted. They've not shown they have any credentials for both the technical and business side of a huge undertaking and financial risk. That may be why their campaign is performing like it is. We'll have to wait and see, though. Daw also tells me he's worried that this is the undertaking of a single developer, which would be a massive and undeniably impossible task. He may be right about the above distribution of funds doesn't even touch on the notion of hiring employees or additional developers. Nick from the popular YouTube channel Linux Experiment also raised a concern that touches on the fragmentation already running rampant on the Linux ecosystem. What Linux gamers need is a new platform, they say. This is highly debatable. What we need, in fact, would be less platforms and support for Proton on all of them. A new launcher is completely useless. Yeah, that's true. That goes in line with what I said before, actually. That the problem with Linux support is you got like a billion fucking distributions out there, and there's no way you're going to support them all without spending a lot of time and money. So you got to pick one and use it. I'm seeing some red flags myself, such as the creator's account showing his last logon to Kickstarter being nearly a month ago, as well as there being no way to contact him. Oh, try clicking the contact. Nothing happened. Oh, but they are on Reddit, apparently. Oh, that makes it so much better. Yeah, so in the end, the community will speak, but it may not be this one. It may be Valve's that ends up doing it, but I just wanted to make sure you guys are aware that this is something that is on the way. So let's stare at that backstory a little bit longer, though. I know you wanna. Yeah, this really bad case of crabs right up in here. Yeah, Linux Chan current year. That would be nice. Okay. Oh, and Estonia McDowell, thank you for another 2. Blade Devil to all. I wish I could afford to ship it all over to everybody. That would be very nice. Oh, and Damashep, thank you for the 2. I recommend the blanket, warm and comfy, and also titty. Yeah. Yes, there are titties. Yeah, if you get actually either of the 2 Ashiara blankets, but it's the tentacle one that everyone seems to like the most. Because, yeah, oh man, there are some pretty damn good titties up in here. Ooh. Yeah, let me actually just pull that up here again. I need to go to the freaking storefront. It always takes a little while to navigate. But yeah, we got a Yuna blanket and 2 Ashiara ones up there currently. So, Yep, there's just the regular white one. You don't have to worry about your protein stains showing up as much anymore. And then you got, the Una one's been selling pretty well. This one, the protein stains will show up on, though. Yeah, and the Ashara one. And these are pretty decently sized, too. Yeah, and the tentacle one here. This is just fucking great. I'm actually just going to have to scroll down in case some of you guys missed it the last time around. Oh, man, if only I could actually... Dang. Wait, there it is. There's the twat. By Draz Darkside there. Very well played. Yeah, that's his car right there, and these are the freaking blankets. So there you go. Yeah, and they will trap your body heat. Yeah, they will trap their fucking body heat for sure, man. I know, because I got all three of them myself. They're definitely going to be part of the set once I get the camera and everything up and running. So, man, this is going to be some good shit. I don't have any room for all of them, though. That's the problem. I'm going to have to pull different things out. That's what I'm going to have to do. Oh, that's right. No, Brian Joe brings up a good point, too. The free and open source software community, including Linux, has been pretty infected with NPCs recently. So things could get pretty bad. And CJ, thank you for the 5. Random thought, how did you like the Ishizoku parody version of the Disney World Light Parade? Oh, yeah, was it the ending credits for that episode? Yeah, that was... dude, I would go to Disney to see that. I'd fucking want to be in that parade. That would be great. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, Jeff Zuber is actually asking a good question. Where do DC and Marvel find their artists? I'll tell you, actually, where they find their artists. They go to Tumblr. They go to Tumblr to find their artists because that's the only place you're going to find artists that you can pay peanuts and expect them to crank out work. And, you get what you pay for. You get what you pay for. At least there's that. But all right, let's get into some more funny shit. Ooh, nice crabs. California bill would require occupational licenses for porn actors, strippers, and cam girls, even. Ooh, get ready for a massive thought exodus from California right now. Adult performers are outraged at the proposed licensing requirements and have vowed to fight the bill. Yeah, this is what they always do, by the way. The government always does this shit. They try to implement some bullshit laws for your own good, and all the people that this is allegedly meant to protect are like, man, fuck off with this shit. Nobody asked for this. In a very California story, inter-union drama appears to be marring the introduction of a bill that would require porn stars to get business licenses. On Tuesday, Assembly members Lorena Gonzalez... It's Lorena Gonzalez again? That, if I remember, that's the same bitch that introduced the anti-contractor law. Oh my God. You know who it is directly who's fucking up most of your shit. And Cristina Garcia introduced Assembly Bill 2389. The bill would require adult entertainers and video performers, including webcam performers, to obtain a business license and complete a state-mandated training course before being allowed to ply their trade. You got a license for them titties, mate? That's effectively what this is. Yeah, the thought apocalypse is coming. Requirements for the training would be developed by the state's Department of Industrial Relations, which would in turn be advised by a new 10-member governor-appointed board comprised of 2 porn stars, 3 strippers, 2 doctors, a therapist, and a money manager. Wow. The training will be a minimum of 2 hours and will provide information on reporting workplace injuries, sexual harassment, and sex trafficking. Oh, that's the excuse, huh? It's all to fight my sex trafficking. So the porn stars will be required to cover the cost of this training. The bill would also require that they be fingerprinted. This is totally not 1984 totalitarian shit. No, this is normal. Now, if they really want to do a good training course, how about a casting couch? Are you actually fit to be a porn star? Prove it. The bill was, according to a staff member of Garcia's office, first proposed by the International Entertainment Adult Union, a union representing strippers, adult actors, and adult film crews, much to the chagrin of some of its chapters. That includes the Adult Performers Actors Guild, which has come out against the legislation put forward by their parent union. Yeah, now we get to watch the unions fight each other. That's the best part of this. We are shocked, disgusted, and angry that our parent union did this without discussing it with APAG, without discussing it with the industry, and without discussing it with stakeholders, said APAG President Alana Evans to XBiz, the adult entertainment industry publication. Nobody contacted us about this, not the IEAU, not Assemblywoman Lorena Gonzalez, who I met Thursday to discuss AB 5. Yeah, that's the other one. That's the contractor one. Man, this woman seems to have a history of just fucking shit up. So yeah, she also authored the AB5 legislation, which requires many gig economy workers to be classified as employees and not contractors. And then they're never going to get work again. So Evans has called for the board of the IEAU to resign and says APAG will be filing a lawsuit as well. Yeah, now watch the unions sue each other. Oh, this is going to be great. APAG raised a number of specific concerns on Twitter, including that would, by only making licensing provisions for those 21 and older, bar sex workers under 21 from the industry. They also expressed maybe this is the real reason. Yeah, you know how they've been talking about potentially raising the age of consent to 21? Man, they really want to make women useless, by the way. It's like, yeah, let's raise the age of consent to after they hit the wall. Because that's the next step after this. Like, why not 30? And, to be fair, I can actually understand why they do this. Because thanks to colleges, for example, which are just adult daycares, I've known some 12-year-olds that are more mature than some 35-year-olds I know. So, there's a lot of people who their physical age may be in the 30s, but mentally they're still in the single digits. And that's thanks to colleges for coddling them and shit like that. So they also expressed concerns the bill would force some performers to submit to licensing inspections at their homes if that's their primary place of business. Oh man, imagine having to let the government inspect your house because you're a cam girl. I wonder if this applies to Melody as well. Man. So Gonzalez said on Twitter that she had introduced the bill at the behest of the IEAU and she would not vote for it as written. Oh, okay, so you're admitting you're just a tool for the people who bribe you. Lobby you. Yeah, that's right. So let me see. What does she say? The bill was brought to us by the IAEU. We passed, but said we would be supportive of a worker bill of rights for the industry. We signed on as a co-author and support, but will not stay on if this is the language. So you put it out knowing this was... So either you knew what was in it and you're flip-flopping after the backlash, or you did what Congress did with Obamacare and passed like a 2,000-page bill without even reading a single page of it. One of those things happened. Man. Oh, yeah, good point there. They want to raise the age of consent to 21, they want to lower the voting age to 16. Isn't that fucking hilarious? Like, oh, no, you're too young to be making such an important decision as, having sex. But you can still vote for the leader of the country. That's fine. That's perfectly okay. So staffer for Garcia's office told Reason the bill is in its early stages, contains several drafting errors that will need to be amended. That includes the issue of whether the bill would ban 18, 19, and 20-year-olds from the industry. Now, what's going to happen is they're going to ban... the porn industry is going to ban California. I can guarantee you all of them are going to go to Nevada if this happens. The entire California porn industry is going to leave. And a few of them, a few Puritans may be celebrating, like, woo, finally got rid of those degenerates. And then they see their huge decrease in their shekels that they're pulling in. Oh, time to raise taxes on everyone else again. So currently the bill reads the initial training should be a minimum of 2 hours required for all adult performers 21 years of age and older. Initial training requires them to be a minimum of, 2 hours and 45 minutes? Yeah, I don't think we care about any of that. Okay. So the other drafting areas of the bill calls for the creation of an advisory board. Yeah. And now they're going to make it 9. Okay. So in a statement, Garcia says her office is currently working on amendments that address the concerns raised. How about just repeal the whole fucking thing, just like AB 5? Whether ironing out those kinks would be enough to satisfy the APAG remains to be seen. Oh, let them fight. That'd be funny. If they end up leaving California, that's going to be for the best. The creation of license requirements gives state regulators the authority to police the behavior of participants in what is often a pretty informal industry. Reason recently covered how police in Florida have conducted sting operations on handymen as part of the enforcement of the state's contractor licensing laws. Oh yeah, what could possibly go wrong? Just let the government have more control over your life. So, as reasons, Elizabeth Nolan Brown has covered extensively, sex workers have plenty of reasons to be apprehensive about the expansion of the regulatory state. It's true that also that regulatory seeds, once planted, tend to grow. It's conceivable that the bill's current 2-hour training requirement could be expanded to become more onerous over time. Yeah, it'll be just like in the corporate world, where we have to do all that mandatory training every year. So yeah, imagine if they have to repeat this and pay for it themselves every year. So far, Unlicensed Performance have done a pretty good job of staffing up the adult entertainment industry. Given the risks that come with the license, it will probably be best to let the free market continue to do its work here. The free market will do its work. If they fuck it up in California, then what they're going to do is leave the state. Pretty easy. Oh, man. Yeah, so meanwhile, transitioning to a different gender doesn't have a set age. Yeah, I know. 3-year-olds can be put on fucking chemicals and have their bodies permanently altered. They can consent to that. Yeah, it's real weird. And Gun the Legend, hey, thank you for the 20. Good thing I don't live in California. That state is going downhill so fast, it's going Mach 1 to 5. Yeah, New York and New Jersey as well. They just, and Illinois, like they're just fucking bleeding people. And Gun the Legend, thank you for the 5 again. I wouldn't be surprised if the voting age was lowered to 12 to 13 years of age. I mean, I don't think it would make that much of a difference in California. Going back to what I said earlier, their 35-year-olds in California effectively are 12-year-olds mentally. At least the well-developed ones. Most of them are in the single digits. Okay. And Croissant 23, thank you for the 5. Did you pick up a volume 3 of the manga of Interspecies Reviewers? Not yet. But I will. Actually, speaking of that, Land of the Lusters Volume 10 coming out very soon. Estonia MGTOW, thank you for the 2. Oof, this would be a hard hit on California. Yeah, they're going to lose all their money. And CJ, thank you for the 5. Let's see. 1. Consent 21. Voting 16. Sterilized trans at birth. Sounds great. Yeah, that's what we are. We are undeniably in a fucking clown world right now. But there are a few bright spots. After covering all this bullshit, got some good news. Omega Labyrinth Life has sold over 50,000 units worldwide, and Bullet Girls Fantasia is over 100,000. So yeah, man. And most of this, by the way, I wouldn't be surprised if it was from Steam. So, developed by Matrix Software, the roguelike RPG Omega Labyrinth Life launched for the Switch worldwide in August of current year -1, alongside a less explicit, piss-poor version called Labyrinth Life. A PC version of Omega Labyrinth Life was released on Steam in December of current year -1. It is unknown if Labyrinth Life sales are included in the count for Omega Labyrinth Life. Okay, so apparently they did include the PlayStation numbers, as the update says. So that means, so out of the 50,000 units worldwide, maybe 700 of them were on the PlayStation, yeah. Developed by Shade, the third-person shooter Bullet Girls Fantasia launched for the PS4 and Vita in Japan and Asia with English support in August of current year -2. Oh, so this game had an extra year to rack up sales, too. It makes sense. PC version was released on Steam January of current year. To commemorate the sales milestones, D3 Publishers giving away 5 Steam keys of each title. Found out how to apply for a chance to win here and here. So, oh yeah, it's on their Twitter pages, which I don't think I can go to. But Gematsu has the article there. So yeah, we have some really good news for once. All this time. You remember how the fucking NPCs were saying, oh, nobody wants these games anyway, while they were actively censoring them? Why are you actively censoring something nobody wants? Oh, that's right, because you know everyone wants this and not your woke garbage. But now that the free market is doing its job, and PC is the perfect place for this. Unlike the consoles, nobody can stop you from publishing whatever the fuck you want on PC. That's why moving to PC is so important, and a lot of Japanese developers, thankfully, are finally learning this lesson. Which is fucking awesome. And before anyone chimes in, like, oh, but Steam said, yes, I know. Steam cuck out a lot, but Steam isn't the entirety of PC. If you want, you could release literally whatever game you want yourself. You don't even need to use a storefront. And something tells me these big-ass, like D3 Publisher is big enough, they could release their game on their own shop, and they could probably get enough attention to it to get decent sales. Now, I would still release a Steam version anyway. I don't even care if it has to be censored. Yeah, I've said this before. I mean, if I was releasing a game and Valve was like, oh, you need to censor this to be released on Steam, okay, fine. Now, I'll censor whatever the fuck you demand and then just have a decensor patch on my website. I don't mind censorship if there is an easy way to remove it. But on console, you can't fucking do that. Yeah, thankfully on PC, it's pretty easy, though. Just make a decensor patch and do whatever the fuck Valve asks. Oh, man, and Kiju Kamakiri, thank you for the 35 there. I'm amazed you think California has the slightest chance of salvage at this point. Yeah, they don't. Although, yeah, what's probably going to happen is all the parasites in California are going to move to Texas and start fucking Texas up. And then the smart people left behind may actually be able to fix California. And then right as California is on the rise again and Texas is plummeting, all the parasites are going to move back to California. Yeah, it's fucking horrible. I mean, watching these NPCs abandon states that they run into the ground only to repeat the process again, it's exactly like watching a swarm of locusts go crop fields to crop field. That's how it feels, man. Goddamn. It's just some good stuff, though. So yeah, we got plot. We got plenty of plot. Showed that. Got the backstory. Got a dragon with both. But man, this is a damn good panel. And this is just one panel. Oh man, just wait till the bottom part here gets done. Ooh, that is some glorious fucking shit down there. But yeah, you guys can't see that yet. It's not done. But it's gonna look real fucking good when it is. I can fucking guarantee you that. Alright, I guess I could do a rant though. Funny enough, it's related to what you see on screen. Hey, what's up everyone? Raging Golden Eagle here, having way too much fun as always. And I've actually been seeing a disconcertingly high number of people talking about and trying to claim that, oh, anime is gonna be westernized eventually. It's inevitable. Had one guy on Twitter a few days ago, too, spewing it out that, oh, you guys realize how big of a market the US is for anime? Eventually, these Japanese companies are gonna get together and realize that if they westernize their anime, they could get a wider... You're basically using the general wider audience bullshit. And my counter to that is a lot of these people don't seem to understand that we love anime here in the West because it's different from and better than the stuff we have available to us in the West. If these Japanese companies honestly look at us and say, hey, they're watching anime instead of their local entertainment, I know what'll get more of them watching us. Let's just turn anime into something like their local entertainment. What could possibly go wrong there? Yeah, we know the truth. Anyone who's legitimately a fan of anime will tell you right the fuck now that if they were to westernize anime, and by the way, when I say westernize, I mean what the current year definition is, which is make it woke as fuck and make it unappealing. Yeah, there are a few parts of Western entertainment that haven't been completely taken over by the woke virus yet, but that's not what they're ever referring to when they talk about westernizing anime. What they're talking about is making it unwatchable garbage for the sake of inclusivity and diversity and whatever. So if they were to do that to anime, they've literally removed all reason we have to be watching anime in the first place. We are watching anime because it's better than the Western garbage we have available to us. If you turn anime into the same Western garbage we're avoiding, we're gonna leave anime for something else. And I can guarantee you those fucking executives back in Japan would have no clue why this is happening. They go, I have no idea why we're getting less people watching our stuff after we gave them what they wanted. I don't get it. But their media said this is what we should do, even after all of us real fans have kept telling them for years, don't listen to the Western media. They're against us. Don't listen to your own Western localizers. They're actively trying to sabotage you. They're not going to listen. The smart ones are going to listen. But those that aren't, well, they're just going to go broke, I guess, and I'm not going to shed a single tear for them. And yeah, another thing related to this, I am getting so fucking sick and tired of seeing some anime or JRPG or other Japanese video game or manga, anything from Japan, any entertainment from Japan makes it to the West. Everyone in the West is fucking loving it. And then you got all the talking heads, all the usual suspects, saying this exact line or some variation of it. Oh, this could never have been made here in the West. That pisses me off to no end. Because every time I hear them use that line, that some great entertainment could never have been made in the West, I'm there just reeing in real life, screaming, why not? Why the fuck not? Why don't you make this in the West? You know exactly what people want. You know what's popular. You know what you could be doing and should be doing. Yet you refuse to do it anyway. Which leads Japan to completely take all your fucking sales. And then you're there crying that we gotta censor Japan because that's the only way. You know that's the only way you can fucking compete. Because you refuse to do what you need to do. That's the thing I never get. Why aren't Western companies making shit that people actually want? Nothing's stopping you except your own stupidity. If a bunch of randos on the internet can do it with Blade Devil, why the hell can't you? Well, again, if you want to go broke, you can fucking go broke, because there's literally nothing stopping you but yourselves. The fact that you're actively refusing to make what your audience clearly wants is reason enough to not shed a single tear for these companies when they go broke. Nobody's going to feel sorry for them. They see that Japan is just slaughtering, like worldwide. Anime, manga, Japanese video games, they're booming around the world, while their Western counterparts are on the decline. And all the Westerners are looking out at this, and they see this, and they look at anime and manga, and instead of saying, hey, maybe we should look at why this is so popular and implement some of this stuff in our own products, instead they figure out exactly why it's so popular, and then they go, oh, that's misogynistic, we're not going to do that. And then they start losing. They're losing market share, they're going broke. So surely when they're going broke, that's when they up their game, right? That's when they start taking it serious. No, of course not. Of course not. We're living in clown world. No. As soon as they realize they stand no chance of winning against anime and manga because they have no intention of giving the customers what they want. They want to push their agenda onto us against our will. They will not give us what we want. But the Japanese companies will. And they see that they are losing and there's no chance. So the next step is they go to the government Daddy government, you need to ban this misogyny. And for all we know, maybe eventually they will succeed. They're already getting the government's foot in the door in the game industry, in a completely unrelated way with things like loot boxes. It's only a matter of time until the government regulators set up to school the industry because of the loot boxes are also going after everything else. Like, this game has too much violence. This game shows too much titty. It's coming, guys. It's only a matter of time. The Western industry is going to welcome this shit. They're going to welcome it because it's going to be selectively enforced too. Like what Steam and Sony do, right? Like, they're going to ban all these anime games, censor all the anime games because of, exploitation of children. And meanwhile, you could get garbage like Life is Strange 2, shows a full-blown underage sex scene. That's fine. But a PG-13 anime game, that's exploitation of children. All these anime games getting their outfits and sexuality censored. Meanwhile, Last of Us 2 is being blatantly advertised as having sexual content. They're just going to selectively enforce this shit and try to ban and censor their better competition out of existence. Which is why it's so awesome that it may be a decade or more too late, but the Japanese industry is finally learning to embrace the PC. We can still win this fight. At this point, given how hostile to what we, the fans, actually want the Western industries are, I would like nothing more than for all of them to go bankrupt and just completely go out of business, never to be seen or heard from again. And before anyone says that's too harsh, listen to what I just said. These companies are against everything that us, the customers, actually want. Why should we keep them in business? Why should we care? Support the companies that actually give you what you want, even if you have to go around local censorship laws to do it. And that's all I got to say, guys. Thanks for listening. So there you go. Oh yeah, good point there. Sexual content but with hideous girls is okay according to Puritans. Yeah, that goes back to how I quoted TFM, because Turd Flinging Monkey nailed it. He knows exactly what's going on. He said it like it is. There really is no double standard if you look at how they really handle this. It's that their standard is if a straight man would find it attractive, it's going to be banned. If a straight man finds it hideous, then it's empowering and they push it. That's all this fucking is. Man. Yeah, that's the state of the industry, though. The Western industry is getting their asses kicked. So, what do we got to do? We just got to ruin the Eastern industry. Then we can compete. But then no one's going to buy either of your games. Right now, you have people buying Japanese stuff. But if you destroy the Japanese stuff, we're just going to make our own. We're already making our own. Man. Oh, Ron Type, thank you for the 125 pesos again. I can see one reason for Japan to get woke to solve their population problem. They might be thinking that without those mediums, they will go with 3D. They are stupid enough to do that, I bet. I mean, these Puritans, these feminists, and these ugly ass, like Trigglypuffs, legitimately believe that if you remove all better, sexier options from men, then they're gonna come find me attractive. No. If the only option I had for sexual release was Trigglypuff, I'd just be celibate. No thank you. I'd just rather do without completely. I'll deal with the occasional wet dream. That's fine. I can manage. Yeah, if Japan goes woke, that'll hasten their population decline. Because one of the side effects of going woke is men don't want to deal with women at all anymore. And Japan's already having a big enough problem with that as it is. They really don't want to make it worse. And Devin Stark, thank you for the 5. Creatives are genuinely left-wing. Unfortunately, that means it's vulnerable to SJW and communist authoritarian bean counter infiltration. That is true. That is a sad... And it's not just the creative part of it. It's also the money. Now, I'm saying this, As a coder, I could be working in the game industry for twice the hours I do now for half the pay I get now, but I'm good enough of a coder that I could work in a quote-unquote real industry and have a way easier time. And I can just make a game on my own time. It'll be way better than working for like EA, right? Now, so that's how they get these companies, though. They get people that are either... they get easily suckered by passion. Like, oh, I get to work for Blizzard. I remember all the good things they used to make, and they refuse to see the shit they're cranking out right now. So those guys are easy to exploit for everything they're worth, overwork and underpay them. And also, it's a matter of skill, too, because, again, the most skilled coders realize real quick that they could be making a lot more money for a lot less work in other industries. And so that's where they go. And yeah, the only people you have left are the people that are most likely to be SJWs, unfortunately. But then, you know what this doesn't apply to, though? This doesn't apply to personal passion projects. Like Blade Devil, for example. Yeah, we're definitely not SJWs working on this. And what do you know? We're churning out a better product than any of these so-called creatives. How fucking pathetic is that? You got the group of people that prides itself on being the creatives, and here you got two dudes who are working day jobs in other industries are outperforming these career creatives. I mean, I think it's pretty fucking hilarious. I love the fact that my competition is this bad. I love it. Yeah, because these creatives also have a fatal flaw in that they assume that everyone else, I guess they feel entitled to everyone else's money. They're like, oh, you guys are gonna fund my vision. And the customers are like, you want me to give you money? You're gonna create my vision, bitch. That's right. Okay. Let me just get caught up here. And then we got to find some place to send y'alls, because I am done for the night. All right, where was that? Oh, Tyler Preston, thank you for the 5. I saw a woke version of Gundam. It was Rooster Teeth Scanlock. How do you make a premise of uploading your brain into a giant robot so boring? Hey, actually, how many of you are still here? Oh, 851. Perfect. Okay. If any of you are artists or know artists who specialize in machinery, you know, things like mecha or sci-fi spaceships, things like that, I may be starting another another project here. So I'm looking around for an artist. So if you wanna send me some stuff like via DMs on Twitter or my Discord or whatever. Yeah, you could. I'm looking, man. We got to. We're gonna show Rooster Teeth how to do Genlock right. Oh man, and they're making a season 2 of Genlock as well. Oh my god. Now that is just fucking hilarious. All right. Oh yeah, and people are saying already Now you see the thing is. I'm going to need to be working on at least 2 different projects, because I'm going to let you guys in on this here. Those of you who stuck it out this long, I'll tell you now. Yeah, that's with Blade Devil, we eventually hit the point. I mean, once all the administrative garbage is out of the way and the writing is done, then it's really just a matter of waiting for the artwork to get done. So while I'm sitting around twiddling my thumbs, waiting for the artwork. I mean, I am shilling on social media. I'm going to be going to streams and all that. If I had another project to work on, we could get them out faster. We could kind of stagger the releases. Like maybe every 6 months, a different one will come out. That's what I'm planning right there. So, yeah. Oh, it's that. Are they really? I thought Genlock flopped. Genlock did flop. But they were able to find someone to fund another one. Yeah, that's the fun stuff, man. But yeah, I mean, while Toxic Man Baby is busy making the art of Blade Devil perfect, Could be working on the next project that'll launch after Blade Devil Book 1, between Books 1 and 2, just so you guys wouldn't have to wait too long between projects, really. Are you making an anime based on Blade Devil? I would love to make an anime based on Blade Devil, but animation is too fucking expensive and time-consuming for me to make. There's no way I could afford it. Oh, Gun the Legend, thank you for another 20. The West is completely gynocentric. That's why the government is censoring our big corporations with massive censors hip. But sex sells, considering the fact that straight men are the only way to grow and repopulate the West, but we might need a collapse first. Well, yeah, a collapse would put the power back in the straight men's hands, that's for sure. After you're saying, what about robot girls? Hey, that would work too. If you could draw cute characters and machinery, I mean, that's another bonus right there. That's another fucking bonus. All right. Holy shit, where was I? Oh, Yoshkin, thank you for the 5. What I don't get about companies is that they'll listen to the people that ask for more work was it with censorship in it? Ban censorship? Yeah, I know. Censorship should be banned. It fucking should. Estonia MGTOW, thank you for the €5. Eastern European games are fine right now, but who knows what the future holds. Also, check out Disco Elysium. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't really been playing much games at all lately. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Toxic Man Baby's they asking, too expensive, draw it yourself. Yeah. Yeah, I guess, he doesn't want to have to draw Blade Devil at this level of quality at 24 frames a second. There's something about that's probably not too appealing to him. I wonder why. But yeah, censor the censorship. I agree. I would say that would be fucking hilarious, actually. That would be great. Oh, hey, Doomcock is still streaming. So, yeah, head on over there. Head on over to Doomcock's channel. Give him a nice little raid. Tell him I said hi. And thank you all again for hanging out with me this Friday night. I'm actually probably going to be streaming again tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to be having a special off-schedule stream to match with someone else's schedule. So yeah, if you want to be there, to start an hour later than my usual streams do. So 10 p.m. Eastern is when we're going to be starting. If you want to be there, hey, I'll be glad to have you. If not, then well, I'll be seeing you again on Monday. So enjoy your weekends, man. Don't party too hard. Don't want to get them DUIs, man. And peace out.